Hey everybody, welcome to the Fantom Zone. We're going to be talking about whatever's current in geek and fandom. So we're just going to get right into it. It's going to be free for all, so we're just going to talk about whatever topic comes up. And to do that, we got to have someone else here to talk with. So let's bring in Sean. Hello.
Hey, Jammin.
Hey. So I just got a whole bunch of Discord messages. That's okay. It's not anything that I need to worry about.
Cease and desist.
Cease and desist. No. It's a game. That's where the community is for my my game, my Strike Force game. I'm not the leader anymore. I stepped down being the leader because I just couldn't live up to the leader potential. Because it's like you gotta do a lot of stuff, and I'm just like, you know what? I gotta go back to being a captain. I can't be a leader anymore.
Yeah,
it's just too tough to do all that. But I was trying to make some notes on stuff to talk about because there's I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 5 topics.
Yeah.
We've got Peacemaker, Superman and Lois, Son of Kal-El, which I wanted to talk about, Boba Fett, and I'm on season 2 of War for Cybertron, so we can talk about that. And I've been watching Blake 7, as I mentioned last time. So we're almost done. Well, I guess we're close to finishing season 1.
You didn't list the most important thing this week, man.
Oh, what was the most important thing? Sorry.
The new Fraggle Rock trailer.
Oh. Well, I have it on DVD, so apparently I like Fraggle Rock.
It's it looks the same. It's awesome. They make a point in the thing. It's like, this is the same freaking thing. It's everything's puppets. Everything's the way you remember it. It's just new issues. That's it. And I'm like, okay, good.
Well,
man. Yeah.
I have one of the little construction workers.
Yeah, dozers. I love those guys. Yeah. They show them that they have new technology and everything. The dozers, they're the best. They've always been.
God. Okay, I got to show my wife because she loves Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
But we got the DVD and we got one of the dozers. I forgot what they were called.
Yeah, there's a Blu-ray. I hesitated on the DVD because the Blu-ray, but the DVD is so cheap. And I'm pretty sure the Blu-ray is going to be standard definition anyway. So
I seriously doubt they went through.
They didn't remaster everything and
No, I don't think that they did, and I don't know how that show was filmed.
Yeah,
like this isn't like Dark Crystal the film where it was a movie and it was shot.
Fraggle Rock was shot on tape.
It's tape, right? Yeah. Exactly. So that's not going to look. Or something. Yeah, that's not going to be the best or ever.
No.
I just watched Things to Come.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie? It's
the old one,
they colorized it or whatever.
Oh,
yeah. Well, Ray Harryhausen supervised the colorization process.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we watched a little bit of it in color, and I thought, let's just go back to the black and white version. I mean, the quality of that movie, not the quality of the movie, like the film, but I mean, like the quality of the visual of the tape or whatever, the DVD is bad. But I don't know how much you can clean that movie up really to make it to make it anything that spectacular. But with Blake 7, I can't seem to. There's no Blu-ray or anything like that, and I'm thinking that needs to get a Star Trek treatment.
Oh yeah,
where they updated the effects, and then you have the choice. I don't care if. I want it to be clean and remastered and proper Blu-ray high def.
Yeah.
And then if they want to do like Star Trek, where you can hit the button and then change it to the modern effects where they CGI effects.
Yeah.
I really like that with Star Trek. Take note, Lucas and Disney and all that. It's like, this is what we want. Like, give us the option, right? Like, I'm like E.T. They came out with that garbage E.T., which I never watched. I have that on Blu-ray because it's on the special edition E.T. Did you ever watch the special edition E.T.?
I did. I don't remember it other than they took the guns and made them into walkie-talkies.
Yeah. And they added CG parts with E.T.
With E.T., I remember the hype around that, but I was like, he looked great as the practical creature, so you don't really need that.
I actually have like zero desire, almost negative desire to even see that because I just don't even want that in my mind as a visual.
You don't even care about ET anyway, so why would you want to?
I like ET, but I'm not like having a heart attack over ET.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Hold on a second. Let me just get on to Twitter for a sec. I'll send out a link to you in just a minute or two. I'll just open up my my browser. Yeah. So Steve is not coming on today. He's got some other engagements. So well, Arkham said he wants to come on for a minute, so we'll let him come on. We'll talk Peacemaker and stuff and Boba Fett, and we can talk about Superman: Son of Kal-El because the numbers are out. And it was like 44 out of the 50 comics. It was 44. Yeah.
Okay.
So the gay kiss one was number 6. It was either 4 or 6. And then after that it went to the 40s and now it's in 44th place and next month it'll be gone. And in December an annual did come out. I forgot because I did get the annual. An annual came out in December and that was in the top 50. Nobody cared. Yeah. So yet again we see, and I actually I've now read the one with the cover where he's protesting with the climate change sign or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And that is not in the comic. There's no protesting. There's nothing. He fights a giant sea monster.
That's what I read about it and I was like, it sounds like he just fights a guy.
Yeah. Why don't you lead with that? This is the thing. This is what's actually irritating people. Hey, Marcus. This is the thing that's irritating people is that you're leading with these clickbaity crap things, right?
Just tell a story.
Just tell, and he is telling a story in the comic.
Yeah.
Hey, Arkham, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we were just talking about Son of Kal-El. So I read the Son of Kal-El one with where he was protesting the climate change crap, and that wasn't even in the comic. He fought a sea monster, and I thought, why don't you put the sea monster on the cover? Like, nobody cares about this protesting crap. Put the friggin' monster on. Like, these guys don't know how to sell comic books. You know what sells comic books is Batman. He is consistent. Batman, Detective Comics, Nightwing. I think what's the other one? Joker. Those are in the top 50 comics every month, right? And then what's the other Batman titles? What's the other ones there? Is there
Action Comics? I think Action Comics.
No, Action's never in the top 50. What's the other Batman ones? I guess Justice League is in the top 50 usually.
I Am Batman, I think that's the next one.
I don't think that made it. So Batman, Detective, Joker, Nightwing, Batman and Robin.
Well, what about Batgirl?
Batgirl. I don't think Batgirl made it. Not enough.
Batgirls, like the
Batgirls. I don't think that made it. But those 6 usually make the top 50. Son of Kal-El did make the top 50. It's like 44.
Did you like the comic?
I got no problem with Son of Kal-El in this issue, but what I have a problem with is they put that garbage on the cover where he's protesting, and it's like, why would Superman be in a protest line? Can't he just fly and go do something?
I don't know. Like,
it's like
I can't do anything about the art. Like I got the variant cover, so I didn't get.
That was a good move. Yeah, I got no problem with the comic. He fights a sea monster. That's cool, right? Those other guys show up. It's like it's not so bad. It's not so bad. But the problem is that people are pissed off because you're putting all this crap on the cover, and then you're not even following through with it. Number one, but number two, it's like you're argumentative. This is the thing. It's like the creators are argumentative with everybody, and everyone they just keep wanting to push buttons, and you're like, we don't want to be argumentative. Like, just be like, hey, here's the comic. If you guys like it, that's cool. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, that sucks. What can I do? That's it.
Yeah, right. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Whatever they put on the cover, I'm probably I guess still read comics, no matter what.
Well, people are scared for DC because what happens if one day, because except for none of the Superman titles, Wonder Woman did make it up once in the top 50. What happens if people start to say there's too much Batman and they start to push back and they're like, you know what, I can't collect all these. If that happens and they only collect Batman and Detective Comics and Joker, let's say, then DC Comics will only have 3 titles in the top 50 comics. That's crazy. Like, it used to, Marvel was always number one, fine, but DC was always number two in sales. Like it's like, and then like,
yeah, but are we not seeing just the diversification of comics? I mean, it's not just Marvel and DC. It's
right, and but Marvel takes up almost all of it. Like go to ICV2 or whatever. Marvel's got like 70% of the comics are Marvel. Hey, Double C, what's going on?
Yeah, like, I don't think
Marvel's owning it.
Yeah,
I don't think anything's gonna happen. Like people are still gonna buy comics. I don't know how it's gonna be in physical form no matter what, because I know graphic novels I guess still sell. So like,
yeah, they want DC.
I can't control how they do the covers and anything like that. Like the covers are cool. Like I guess. Like to me, the covers. I think if the covers are cool, then when I read it, it's gonna be different anyway. So like,
yeah. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that there's no Wonder Woman in the top. There's no Superman in the top. There's no Flash. There's no Green Lantern.
Well, so the problem is things are different now too. In that, like, you can say, well, comics have survived worse. It's like, well, all these comic book companies are now owned by giant corporations. Right. And they look at anything that's making in the billions or hundreds of million, not a few million a month, and they're the deciding factor. So if they see that like DC's making 4 million a month or 10 million a month or something like that, they're like, yeah, that's it's in the millions, but it's not like our other our other like revenue streams. It's like, and the argument was always that DC Comics and Marvel Comics were IP farms.
Yes, that's what they
it's
are,
like
yeah.
You keep them for the IPs, you keep them for the idea generation and the stories. But if most of your stories that are selling, or all of them, are Batman, then you're not an IP farm anymore. So you're not making that much money, and you're no longer an IP farm. So why keep you?
Right.
In the corporate world, it's cruel and it's cold, and they would axe that.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't.
Me too. And remember, and think about this too. It's that, okay, all of the storylines that we're getting, every new movie, it's always an older story.
To a degree.
Batman's the moneymaker, you're right. Yeah. Superman isn't even, it's Batman, and there is no, I don't think there is a close second. I think it's Batman and that's it. But check this out. It's like every time a movie comes out from DC, it's old thing. It's like, oh, this is year 2 Batman now. DC, right? Where is the new, like, where's the Court of Owls? The Court of Owls is now old. Like, the Court of Owls is now no longer a new thing. Now it's an old
It's
thing.
strange they never go to those stories. It's like where Superman, they went to like 2 of the retellings of his origin that were in the last decade before like within the decade before Man of Steel came out, right? So, but for Batman, it's like, yeah, why wouldn't they do Court of Owls and stuff?
They'll probably do Court of Owls in that.
They keep rebooting. They keep saying, "Oh, this is year 1 now," or this, or they bypass it. It's like Frank. It's like let's look at the Frank Miller. Let's look at the Frank Miller Batman for Ben Affleck. Let's look at year 2 now. Let's look at year 1. Let's look at. It's like where.
Well, it's older creators, right? It's like, it's people who grew up with a certain kind of thing. And for Marvel, they're pretty good at taking newer stuff. Like Captain America was reinvented for the screen through Ed Brubaker stories, basically.
Well, like the thing with DC is like WB does like doesn't tell the directors what they want. They do what they want. So you're gonna get that inconsistency. Like, even if they had a Kevin Feige at DC, you have other directors that want to do what they want and tell stories what they want. So like, I think Marvel is different than DC because with DC you have a variety of stories and not everything's connected. Like in the comic books, like even if in the New 52, not everything was connected, to be honest. Like, you told different stories and everything like that. So like, this is gonna probably still happen no matter what. Even with the merger and stuff like that, directors just want to tell a story what they want that has no connectivity, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just doing whatever they want. I can't remember if it was Batman or Detective Comics this week, but Sean, you'll like this. Freaking Batman is fighting a yokai monster.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was completely stunned. It was a backup story. It's the one at Arkham. You'll know. Is it Detective or Batman where he's teamed up with that little girl and they're going into they're fighting those sea creatures? Is that Batman or is that Detective Comics? I can't remember.
Detective Comics, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Batman because Batman has to do with Abyss and everything with that.
Yeah. So what's the backup story in Batman? I remember. It was Scarecrow and the kids.
Yeah.
That's the backup story. So Sean, you're not getting Batman. You're not getting it, Sean, right? Yeah. So they have. Do you know that they have the backup stories now? Yeah, you do know that, right? Because you got some.
I know that from the old days, but yeah. So.
No, but even in Infinite Frontier, they started that back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So they've got backup stories. So there was a backup story in Batman where our what's his face Crane Scarecrow is like messing around with these kids and stuff. And then the backup story in Detective is like Batman teamed up with this little girl, and like they're fighting yokai monster. And I was like, holy shit! It says yokai monster. we just like we got that set just last year. So I was like super pumped up. I'm like, oh my god, it's yokai monsters. This is so cool. So I showed my wife. I was like, look, and she's reading a manga right now. She's reading a few manga about the yokai.
But why wouldn't Superman fight a yokai monster? It seems more in tune with him.
Yeah. This is like a sea creature version or something. It's one of the.
I know, but it's the imagination is at play for Batman and no one else.
Right.
I am
Superman's
excited to see like the continuation, what they're gonna do with Mongol Sun and stuff like that. Like I was actually surprised like that Mongol's Den and stuff like that. So like I'm really liking what they do with Superman. And
I have not read this week's or last week's. I'm one behind on Action Comics.
I think I have to like read it. I'm not sure when I think it's next week it continues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not really complaining about like what DC's doing, to be honest, because like I'm still gonna buy it.
Yeah, well, we know you're still gonna buy it, and I'm still gonna buy it too. But I'm just saying that the general people who are talking and saying stuff, it's like they're like, what's happening, what's going on. And the thing is, it's like a lot of people complaining are also not buying or reading it, which is fine. I mean, that's what people do on the internet. But I am buying it and I am reading it. And then I will, like, if I'm complaining about something, it's not because I'm complaining. It's because I actually bought the thing and I read it. And now I'm giving you my thoughts on it. It's not
like
so
feedback and stuff like that.
Yeah, like feedback. Like I actually buy stuff. Right, I go to the comic shop and I buy a lot of it digital because I don't have any more room. I just don't have the room.
You don't have room in your room.
I don't have room in this room. Well, forget about this room. This is one room. I have my store. I have a storage closet which you can't open the door. It's filled like completely. I don't even know if I can show it to you. It's like filled, and that's just He-Man toys. And then I've got the walk-in closet is full of comics. My entire downstairs storage is full of comics and toys, and that's my storage locker. I have no room. So physical comics, I'm collecting Ben Reilly, I'm collecting Action and Wonder. I'm never gonna not get Wonder Woman, and I'm never not gonna get Action comics. Batman has so many comics that I had to stop getting them physical, so I got them on digital. But I subscribe to them, so I wake up in the morning and they're ready to go on my iPad. So that's what I like about.
Like I only get the ones that I want to get with Batman, so I just get
like Detective Batman.
Yeah, Detective and Batman, and I Am Batman.
And I Am Batman. What about Joker though? Do you get?
I get Joker.
So that's Batman.
Like technically that's film, but to me, when I hear about like
Nightwing and Robin and Batman and Robin and
with me, like seeing the top 10. Like top 10, it's cool. Batman has top 10. It's cool that Marvel has top 10. I just don't. For me, I just don't care about as much because I just read what. When I read something and it's a good story, they just make me happy.
Yeah, I'm just nervous that if DC is seeing that nothing's in the top 10, then the higher ups are going to be like, hey, why are none of our comics in the top 50? Surely Superman and Wonder Woman must be.
I don't think WB kind of agree with my friend. Like my friend talks about this. I talk about comic books. He says like they're gonna keep comic books around because it's not a big what is it? Like, big portion of DC. So you have animation, you have movies.
Yeah.
I think that's all, and you have video games. Those are the other half. So like they're get like no matter what's happening with comic books and stuff like that, it's gonna be stuck around. And they don't really care like if it's in the top 10 or not. The ones that they mostly care about is the movies. I think mostly the movies and the animations and probably the video games because like
that's what they care about.
That's what they care about. So like I'm not really worried because they're not going to touch comic books anyway.
I think if you work for like I've worked for a corporation for over 20 years and I know most people who do know how they think and it's all about growth. And if growth means you have to cut something off in order to pump up your growth, then you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they haven't yet, but I feel like it's inevitable at this point. But I'm old, so that I think like that. So
like with WB, like a lot of times, like I kind of agree, like they would cut it off and stuff like that. But if it didn't happen, it's probably not gonna happen at all.
It would have already happened
because like what I've noticed is WB cares more about the movies because that pumps more money and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like that they think when they think of comic books, it's like a tiny portion of DC. So like it doesn't get them that much money, but they just keep it around for people just to buy and read. So but like I think they more care about the movies, like because like they want to make that money with movies and stuff like that with DC characters and stuff like that. Yeah. Like if they're not gonna like cut it off or cut the comic books off when what they're doing, they're not. I don't think they're ever going to.
Yeah, Jim Lee always made the argument about like they're around for the IP form, but the thing is, as we've seen, DC like in the movies, like Warner Brothers, they don't really use the IP properly. It's all like most of their movies are not really reflecting what's going on in the comics currently. Like Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. They took an IP that was rejuvenated in the past 5 years before that movie came out. It was brand spanking new. It was a new interpretation of that team, and they put it on screen. It wasn't something from like the 60s or 70s. It was like it's like the Ed Brubaker Captain America's. I mentioned that Miss Marvel. It's like that Miss Marvel character was reinvented in the past 10 years or so around there, and there's a new show. It's like they do something with it. Warner Brothers doesn't.
Yeah, so, if they were going to do Captain Marvel, if they were going to do Captain Marvel, like actual Marvel, they didn't do that. They bypassed him.
They did the new Captain Marvel.
Let's just do Carol because she's the current one.
Yeah.
And then they did Ms. Marvel. And they're like, well, we're not going to do the old Ms. Marvel, who's Carol. They're going to let's do Kamala.
And I'll give them that.
Miles Morales.
Like, yeah, the whole IP form argument applies to Marvel. But Jim Lee tried to apply that argument to DC Comics, and it just doesn't work. That's not what they do. That's not what Warner Brothers does.
Yeah, because everyone who's making the movies now are older people, and they like the old school Batman stuff. They don't love it that much because they always reinterpret it their dumb.
Yeah,
but
they like '89 Batman.
They like '89 Batman.
He's always the Black Bat.
The Black Bat and all that. Now, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with that and how that's going to go. And like even with Moon Knight, they're doing the more modern Moon Knight because I don't remember Moon Knight having all these mental issues and seeing psychiatrists.
No, Moon Knight was a Batman thing. He had a moon copter and a moon. He's
a moon copter.
He had a dude. It was a moon copter. He had a dude that was like Alfred. I can't remember his name. It's in the old Hulk magazine. Hulk magazine used to have a backup, and it was Moon Knight stories, and it was basically Batman. Like he was a rich dude that had like a bunch of gadgets and vehicles, and an Alfred dude.
Somewhere along the line they made this whole thing where it's like he's having these weird mental blocks or flashbacks.
They had to do something different with him to make him not Batman.
And then see this show. I mean, this show that's coming out is doing the new Moon Knight. It's not hashtag not my Moon Knight, right? But
like I feel like at the end of the day with comic books and stuff like that, even like if the direction that they're going in anyway, they're getting rebooted anyway. So like I don't have a problem with DC rebooting because they're like I do understand some people's point of view that they don't like it, but I also the point of view is like these are different stories and different universes, and eventually it's going to end. There is a certain point that they're going to end what they're telling with the New 52, like that was eventually going to end. Like they were never going to expand it. So like I'm fine with reboots and stuff like that, and if it's a direction and they're getting feedback and it doesn't work, they're gonna reboot anyway. So the new direction
they're gonna reboot because they're scared for high numbering. That was the big thing. They don't want to go to high numbers on comics because they're nervous about that. Yeah. There's not going to be a Batman 347 or whatever, right? Like there was
300 what? Yeah, like
300 whatever. Because that's how it was.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like Sean, what was your first comic again? What was the number you just posted?
It was like 520 or something like that.
Yeah,
so it was pretty high at that time. Known as the 80s.
So Sean's first ever comic book, and he flips through on one of his videos that he posted the other week. It was Detective Comics 500 and something.
Yeah.
And Greymalkin, what's going on, brother? Hey, how's that? What's going on?
580. That is a big number.
Yeah. Hey. So Sean's first ever Batman comic from when he was a kid, it was issue number 500 and something. And I think I started Spider-Man in the 200s. Right, Sean? What's your first Spider-Man? Do you remember 200s?
Sorry, it was Batman 530. So
Batman 530, issue number 530. What about Spider-Man? That was in the 200s.
Spider-Man mid to high 200s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Because heading into 300, right? So.
Heading into 300, right, which was the big Venom and all that.
Yeah. And it was fine. I wasn't intimidated. I don't know who these marshmallows are that they're listening to. They're like, I don't want to buy a new comic because it's like 500 and something, and I don't know what came before. Like, are you stupid? Like, that's not how comics work. Just read a comic.
Google is free.
There's Google.
Yeah.
Yes, you have the sum total of human knowledge at your fingertips. Right. Why can't you just like? And when I was a kid, I bought Spider-Man 2, whatever, and read stuff before that. Like I would go to like back bins and stuff. Like you seek it out, right? So.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Just to add on to what Sean is saying, all right. I kind of understand where they're coming from because when I got into Doctor Who, I got into New Who, and I always saw like, okay, the old stuff happened before. If I need to, I can reference it. And like I'll check references, but like, it's.
Well, shows are different. If you have to watch like hundreds of hours or something, that's a different thing.
I do understand people's point of view that they don't want to go up to the level too high because I feel like at the certain point someone to like read into 580 or 900 comic books they were I feel like they wanted to like restart and stuff like that. So that
Detective Comics and Action went back to old numbering. It's up to 10. It's up to 1,000.
I feel like it depends on the comic also.
They're never going to go that high now either, and then no one wants to stick around. Okay, let me tell you something. This is an unknown secret. It's a known secret, but I'm pretending it's unknown. The unknown secret is that the people who are doing comics now don't care about comic books.
Yeah. They seem to have no respect for it. Yeah.
Here's what there's two factions. There's faction A, which is I'm using comic books to spread my political message. Okay. Group B is I'm using comic books because I want to eventually get into screenplays or do books or get to TV or get to film, right? It's like there's nobody who's like, I want to just make comic books because I like making comic books and comic books are cool and I like doing that. Like Jack Kirby. It's like it's like I'm doing 100 pages a day because I need to pay my bills and I get paid $100 a page, so I'm going to friggin' do as many goddamn. It's like, Kirby, can you draw this comic? Yes. Can you draw this comic? Yes. Can you draw this one? Sure. It's like, wait, how many are you drawing? I don't know. Just pile them on. I'll friggin' draw as many damn comics as you damn well need because I want to get paid and I like comics. Like,
no, and also the add-on with you guys were saying like the first issue of Batman, first issue of Spider-Man. My first issue of Spider-Man was like basically after 9/11.
Oh, geez, that's way late. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
500 something. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and I got into with J. Michael
Straczynski, with the whole Warren saga and everything, and
I love that.
Yeah.
And John Romita Jr. Mwah, I loved it.
Sure. I like that run. No one likes it, but I like it. It's where he reveals himself to Aunt May, and Aunt May gets all mad and goes to she goes to J. Jonah Jameson and chews him out. That's great. I love that.
Oh, that was really cool because like that was like the next thing that needed to happen. Come on,
it needed to happen, and I liked him being a teacher and stuff too. That was a good cool profession for him. So
that one, and then that got me into and then the movie got me into Ultimate Spider-Man. But like Amazing Spider-Man it's the tits. All right. It's like JMS and Romita are awesome. Just because they did one more day or like just like, you know what? Seriously, at least he tried something. He swung for the fences.
I don't like one more day, but anyway, yeah.
Well, I got no problems with any of these things. I don't care about the Clone Saga where I'm reading that, right? So I'm not tense. Look, comic books, I don't get too angry with comic books because look, they come out monthly. Mm-hmm. Some comic books, like Amazing Spider-Man right now, is weekly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna change things around, right?
Yeah.
So like the last 8 issues of Amazing Spider-Man, it's been Ben Reilly, right? Because Peter's recovering from a battle.
Oh yeah, I remember some art that they're doing Ben Reilly and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then now he's got his own 5-part miniseries with J.M. DeMatteis back. I love him. He's great. And he likes and responds to me all the time. And he's no matter what I say to him, he always like, yeah, thanks. So that's hey, listen, that's how you get fans.
Hey, Twitter works if you know how to use it. I just got to introduce Stephen Orlando. Who knew?
Wow.
Right. So
he's a great guy too. Sorry.
No.
You're gonna name drop all the time now, man.
No, but you're right though.
Lovejoy told me this. Yeah.
No, but you're right though because this is how you get people into it, right? Like they retweet your thing or they respond to you, or they.
I know a lot of people. I know Tom King does like post a lot and stuff like that. I really like his Batman. It's one of my favorite. Like what I like his run and stuff like that. People can crucify me as much as
no, that's fine. Nobody know. Tom King just didn't care towards the end. That's all. That was his. He got pissed off or something. And
I'm excited for his Batman run and stuff like that. With what is it? I think I forgot the name of it, but I think it's coming in March. I think, but it's a new run that he's doing, and I really like the comic books, no matter Marvel and DC. I read some DC Marvel comics and stuff like that, just digital and stuff like that. Like they're both fine. Like for me, I just don't care as much as towards like the top 10 or top 15. Like
I'm just saying
that's just me. Like how I judge comic books. I just read it, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I'll tell you why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
No, and plus, like with certain story, if it gets, you just need a really good story to suck you in. My first Batman was Murder at the Mansion. Because I'm like, okay, because think about it, Batman, like he gets put up for murder all the time, but this time it actually looks like he did it.
you know what one super hooked me forever was the Many Deaths of Batman, and there's a cover where they're opening up and it's like all the bodies in the morgue are Batman. So this guy was giving people was dressing up people, like killing them and dressing them up in Batman costumes.
Right.
So all of these bodies, like Commissioner Gordon kept finding bodies, like, oh my God, Batman's dead. And then you remove it. It's like, who's this guy? And then they find out, it's like, that can't be Batman. There's like a fat guy who was dressed up. There's like all these people he was killing. And I was like, this is so cool. And like, So Eric Larson posted my letter in Ant number 2, so he put my letter in the pages of Ant number 2 and responded.
Cool.
It's like guys do like so that's I've had 2 letters put in.
I subscribe to Ant, so I don't really read the letters page, but I'm gonna read it now.
Yeah, my letter's in there. You can see
I know my friend like Marvel and DC are both fine with comic books, but like he says like they're not gonna go away, like they're gonna keep coming. But the one thing that he says is like the one comic book genre that's been outselling both of them is manga and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't matter. Like we can compare like the comic books with Marvel and DC, but manga's outselling them both anyway.
Yeah.
No, but also the thing like Jammin, what you said earlier. Like there's 2 types of writers, either the ones who want to or using comic books to get to someplace, or the ones who want to spread their agenda. I think a lot of X-Men, we're getting a lot of people who want to spread their agenda. William Williams. Sorry.
Right, exactly.
I need a lozenge.
Listen,
and also depends on the writer also, like what kind of story does this writer want to tell with this character? How many issues,
that's what she wants. That's what she wants.
And how many issues does he want to spread that story along? And does he want to connect it or not? Because like the one thing for me, what I love about DC with the comic books is you have like, yes, you have that connectivity with the main universe, but you also have the separate comics like Elseworld stories that have like a kind of fresh take on the character. Like there was one thing, who was the writer for The Boys? Like the writer from The Boys,
Garth Ennis.
Yeah,
he did I think he did Batman comic book and stuff like that.
He's done every comic book.
I think it was Batman Reptilian, someone from The Boys or something like that.
No, I just like, all right, then you get a book like The Boys where it's like
it's very
cynical. It was like, I don't like superheroes because people would never want to be so nobody would be that autistic. I'm like, you wouldn't.
He's always been like that. Is he not?
I really liked I actually really liked the comic book series. It was a Black Label story, and it was a very cool and interesting story he told about Batman.
Yeah, the Batman. Yeah, I haven't read that one. No,
like it's very good. Like you like it is very good. Like I think like you're gonna have a lot of creators tell different kind of stories, and it depends how long they want to drag on that story and stuff like that. Like
yeah, just you have to edit yourself.
So like at the end of the day, you judge it for yourself. If you like it, if you don't like it, can't do anything about that.
No, but like I think what comic book companies need to do, especially Marvel, they pull the trigger. Let the future come. Let this bad future come. Let a bunch of like we always see like these depictions of the future is going to be really, really harsh and but like let's get there. Let's legitimately get there. Like let's have people die in this and just so you can recreate everything. Come on.
That's what I'm so excited for. I think it was Death of the Justice League. I know not a lot of people like that the idea, but
people don't like it. Think it's forever, but nothing's forever in comics.
Well, no, but they've done this over and over again, and it's diminishing returns. Like, yeah, it was big business and big news when Crisis happened in the mid '80s.
Yeah.
But they do it over and over again, and it's like you're not doing anything with the concept. I mean, New 52 fell on its ass. So
yeah, I didn't mind a lot of the New 52 stuff, but a lot of people didn't like it, and it just didn't go anywhere. And they had to start.
I actually don't mind the idea of killing the Justice League, because the one thing that I kind of like what they're doing is you're showing the spotlight for the younger heroes and everything like that. That's kind of that's what. What's that saying?
I don't know what that is, but no. But what Sean is saying is that they do this all the time. So it's like, oh, they're killing Justice League. It's like, okay, well, we've already seen the Justice League die. Who cares?
Yeah, let me wait 2 years.
Let me wait 2 years, and they'll kill him again, right? That's kind of what it's saying. It's like they keep going.
Yeah, I understand. It's just like,
so it's just.
I'm fine with kind of changes. Like comic books are always gonna change. Directions gonna change. Like it can't do it. Like I'm still gonna buy them.
let it stay changed though. Don't if something doesn't work, don't revert back to like something that happened 30 years ago. Claremont, like I swear, all these writers nowadays want to be Claremont. They're like,
Claremont.
okay, I want to do my stuff, and I'm going to just do my stuff, and it's a romantic Claremont, and Claremont's gonna.
I know, but he had a vision, and respect for the characters. So yeah.
No, he was a drinker.
Well, that's
I know you don't like Claremont, but like, let's face it, Giant Size. Well, he didn't do Giant Size X-Men.
No, he didn't.
X-Men '97 or whatever. I don't know whatever it was after that. That's X-Men to me. Like, apologies to my brother Stan and my brother Jack, and Jack's the king. But your X-Men, even though Cyclops is my boy, it's like, and I like all 5 characters. I like all 6 characters, X and the 5.
X-Men failed. Like X-Men was running on like on reprints for how many years? It was a long time, right?
It's a lot of reprints.
It was a big failure, and then it got dusted off and became this giant juggernaut franchise,
which is still around. And actually, I'm planning on this. I'm planning on doing a X-Men movie tournament versus style.
Oh,
it's going to be all of them. We're going to find the best X-Men because they're all kind of crappy. We're going to find the best X-Men movie. We're going to do officially. Well, I'm going to announce that once I get it going. Okay, I want to talk about. Let's just quickly cover the book of Boba Fett just to get that out of the way.
That's still a thing.
What are they doing?
Okay, so Sean. Well, I mean, look, that was a good, cool episode, man.
Look. The problem is, and tailing into another topic. The problem is, I saw Peacemaker.
Let's go.
So I saw Peacemaker, and Peacemaker looks like a real, actual TV series.
I love Peacemaker.
There's a story, and it goes into the next episode, and more intrigue happens. It goes to the next episode, more intrigue happens. It's focused on the story itself. It's like, oh my gosh, all these aliens are going to invade. Like, there's something happening there, and it ramps up. There's drama to it. I don't understand what's going on with most of these Marvel shows, and also that's creeping into the Boba Fett. This book of Boba Fett show, what the hell is this about? The only reason why anyone thinks this is a good episode is because it has guys you like and you clap. You're like, oh, I know Luke Skywalker. Oh, yeah. Oh, Cad Bane's here. Oh, so great. There's no story being told to you.
No,
what's the ramp up? I don't even understand. It's like Boba Fett wasn't even in the last episode, and he's in this one for like 3 seconds, and he does a head nod. And it's like, this is his show, and they're ramping up to this big war with the Pix or whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called.
You mean Cad Bane?
And it's like, but I don't care. It's like you veered off from course the last 2 episodes, and the next one is the grand finale with this big war. I don't even care about this war. I don't care about these characters. There's no story being told here. You're not ramping up more and more intrigue to charge up that finale. I don't get it. Yeah, it's awesome that Luke is in this. It's awesome that Cad Bane makes a live action appearance. That's cool. It's all awesome. That's cool. But I mean, I don't know. They're just there just for you to just sit there on your beanie chair or whatever and go, oh yeah, Star Wars. It's like,
don't criticize what I like to sit on.
I have a question, Sean. Do you like any of the Marvel TV shows?
TV shows?
I'm trying to think.
Hawkeye was good.
I like WandaVision. It was kind of bold. I mean, I don't like that they tried to wrap it up neatly at the end, saying, "Well, it's okay," because it's not, right? But I didn't like the other. I didn't like Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was a broken show, anyways, because they cut so much out of it, because of the pandemic, and Hawkeye was aimless. Like, it was, what is this about? Who cares?
It was the Marvel version of Home Alone.
You have swordsmen with a great actor, and you don't do anything with them. And once again, it's a character in Marvel people would know, like, oh yeah, swordsman, and he doesn't do anything. So yeah, there's no story.
What about Hawkeye? Did you like Hawkeye?
That's what I'm
talking about.
No, I think he meant Loki.
Loki was aimless too. There's a lot of visuals in there, but it's not about anything. I don't care, and I don't care about Kang either. It's like Kang's supposed to be this big villain in these movies, and his setup in that show is terrible.
Sucks. He sucks. Kang sucks.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
but, like,
Kings
I'll
of
say this,
Conquer.
look, like, all right, like, just going off what Sean's doing. Those Marvel shows, it's a little bit of entitlement. They expect you to like watch the crap, and then when the good stuff starts happening around like episode 4 for Loki, that at least Loki for me, that's when it got good. That's when it got good. But like all these TV shows, they seem like they should have been movies. They just tacked on extra stuff. Like,
I think the only like to me when I watched Wanda Vision, it was like, okay. Like then when I watch Falcon Winter Soldier, it's cool and all, but like I don't know. Well, with Marvel shows, I don't have that kind of excitement. Like when you watch a show that you want that kind of get
like
excited.
Peacemaker.
Like Peacemaker, yeah.
Like
It's kind of weird.
Can't wait
I actually like the show.
Toys R Us and I bought the toy of Peacemaker. I bought the Funko Pop of Peacemaker. I bought the Force 4 miniseries, the 4-part miniseries that they released in the 80s for Peacemaker, which is I only read the first issue, but oh man, the origin is pretty crazy. Yeah, so it's like I love Peacemaker. Peacemaker is awesome.
Like it's good. I'm excited for the next episode between I think it's White Dragon and Peacemaker. Did you see what so stupid? Do you see like at the ending what you see White Dragon and whatever he does. And I saw people comparing White Dragon towards WB now, saying that this is the reason why WB is racist and stuff like that.
Huh?
What?
No, you want to hear worse? I heard that the CW has ordered a pilot for Gotham Knights.
Or what's the synopsis?
No, they ordered a pilot.
Yeah, but what's their angle? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know what the story is.
Batgirl, Robin, and Red Robin.
No, it says the son of it's the son of Batman, so it's not it doesn't have Nightwing. I'm guessing it's Damian Wayne, like because like it's not based on the game or anything like that.
No.
So is it live action?
Yeah,
it would be.
But it's not CW. It's the Titanverse, or no?
It's a CW, but it's I think it's Damian Wayne and Titans using Nightwing, so they can't use Nightwing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
They can't use Red Hood and they can't use Batgirl because the movie's using Batgirl.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is just my guess because it says the son of Batman is gonna team up with the children of the villains to clear their name. So I'm guessing that's Damian Wayne because they can't use certain characters because
here's a clip of it. I found a clip of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That looks great.
Yes,
that's an official clip from the new show.
If it gets made, it gets made.
And you get these hot scoops. Anyway,
I know, guys. Tune in every week for this. This is
wow.
Wow.
You send it. So let me see.
No, see, Gotham Knights would a show on Gotham would really be cool, but as soon as I heard CW, like nope. It's gonna be
I don't know who.
We gotta tell Steve about the supernatural people.
It doesn't have Nightwing or anything like that. What I'm reading is it says Gotham Knights was blah blah blah. Record December. Story begins of wake of Bruce Wayne's murder. His rebellious adopted son forges unlike alliance with the children of Batman's enemies when they are all framed killing the Cape Crusader. So,
it's like Damien, guys.
No, so
you don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
it's
weird.
CW is garbage.
Like, at least, like if they're gonna do Damian Wayne for the first time, I guess I'm fine with that. Like because they're not introducing like any of the Bat family. Like people thought this Gotham Knight show was connected to the or like gonna be based on the game Gotham Knights. No, it's not. It's like its own thing, and like
Why
if
are
it's
we,
good,
why are
it's
we
good.
pretending that this is going to be anything good at all? Like,
I didn't say it was good.
it's like, stop it.
I didn't say it was gonna be good.
No, I know you're not, but we're talking about it like seriously. Like it's going to be a trash thing.
It says the project hails from Batwoman writers Natalie Abrams, James
beautiful.
and Chad, whatever his name is.
Beautiful. There you go.
I think the only thing that I'm interested is not the Gotham Knights, but the Supernatural. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Supernatural's cool.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any episodes of Supernatural.
I was into Supernatural till my roommate, who was a big fan of the actor who plays.
Everyone is.
Like, and she just killed it for. I'm like, I can't watch this anymore.
I literally wouldn't be able to tell you if I saw Sam and Dean and they were both, and one was in the remake of My Bloody Valentine and the other one was in the remake of Friday 13th. And I don't know what they look like. If you put them in a police lineup, I wouldn't be able to tell you who they are.
Your heart drops, you know.
But at least the older one, he was Red Hood in Death of the Family.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that was he did a really good job.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you? So Greg, did you see Book of Boba Fett? Are you following that or no?
No, I'm sorry. I'm over. Like, Star Wars is not interesting. Ever since the movie, like, Mandalorian's okay, but it's still
okay. It's
no,
fair.
it's not. No, Here's what Mandalorian was basically a Western every week. It was basically Bonanza.
Yeah,
but that is what
you're not telling me anything bad here.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome.
I couldn't get through the first 20 minutes. I was like, I don't care about this old ass man. I don't care about Tatooine. Why are we still on the planet Tatooine? Why can't they just leave?
I like the idea where it is a kind of Western type of thing where it is like, I'm sorry, I like the old, I like cowboys and the Old West and stuff like that. So like, it kind of like makes me happy and excited to watch it.
It always was that.
He's cool.
Yeah, it was guns. Yeah. Okay, so I think this would be an interesting. This might be interesting if we talk about we've got the main Disney show, which is really Mandalorian. Even though Boba
it should be 50% masterpiece 30, Mandalorian.
Like 33% of the book of Boba Fett was a Mandalorian show.
Yeah.
Right. 33%.
People are calling it Mandalorian season 3.
It is. Well, Sean and I already discussed this, and we came up with what it is. What it is that
Mandalorian season 3.
No, there's a weekly Star Wars show on. I posted this on Echo Base Network. Let me know.
Star Wars Universe, the show.
Yeah. I called it Star Wars Saga.
Yeah.
And you do Star Wars Saga, and it's every week. And it showcases something. So you might have 2 or 3 weeks where it's a Mandalorian story. And then a few, then you have 3 or 4 Boba Fett's or whatever. And you just do it like that. Do Obi-Wan, because here's what's happening. They're never overlapping anyways. So, and it's always one show. So you got Mando. And then it's like Boba Fett. And then now it's Obi-Wan, right? It's like, and none of them are, it's not like you're watching. Remember when there was a time where like Deep Space Nine and Voyager were on at the same, so you could watch both, right? And then, so you wouldn't have the Deep Space Nine crew interacting with something from Voyager because they're in a different quadrant and all that, right? Yeah. So, but like the Star Wars thing is basically a TV show where every week it's a new Star Wars adventure. Why are you calling it Book of Boba Fett if Boba Fett doesn't do anything?
It's like when they canceled He-Man and they did She-Ra, and then He-Man turned up every other episode in She-Ra.
Right, right. He-Man just basically came in. Same with Iron Fist and Power. Power Man wasn't doing well. Iron Fist wasn't doing well. They put them together. Boom, Power Fist and Iron Man. Then you got 2 for the price of 1, and you're like, this is the best fight.
I'm a little biased. I thought Luke Cage was really good.
Luke Cage is good.
As Daredevil, but it was really good.
I think the only time I got excited.
I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about the comics.
Oh, right.
Iron Fist was like going nowhere. Power Man was going nowhere. Power Man issue 50, or I don't know what issue number it is. It's like Power Man and Iron Fist. Boom, there you go. And now it's the 2 of them together, and then you've got It's the double. Yeah, the show.
Like,
I like
Jammin.
you put them together.
put them together, and boom! Now you got.
Are you liking the show, Boba Fett?
Yeah, I like it, but Sean's right. There is no storyline. I just like it because it's like my hour of Star Wars, and I'm like, okay, this is a Star Wars thing.
hour.
Star Wars.
The only time I got excited for the show was when Mandalorian showed up.
Yeah, because Mando's the best.
Yeah. The rest of the episodes are fun. It's weird. I didn't care for the beginning of the episode, but when Mandalorian and then this episode started to come up, I got excited.
Yeah, like Luke is back, and that's cool. And the CGI effects are better this time around.
They hired the guy that did the deep fake.
It's still weird.
Oh, they hired the deep fake guy? And it always makes me laugh. They use their own proprietary bullshit, and then someone on the internet like redoes it in overnight and like puts it up on YouTube 2 days later. And it's like, why didn't you just get that guy?
And they did. They hired him.
Seriously?
He got the warts on his face.
I noticed that. All right, let's talk about.
Right. But Peacemaker, though.
Okay,
can we talk about Peacemaker?
Okay, I want to say Peacemaker. Let's talk about Superman and Lois, and then Peacemaker.
All right. I hear Bizarro was in this one. I heard.
He's in.
He looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched Superman and Lois. I really liked it. It was pretty good. I'm wondering, this is because we know Doomsday was a Kryptonian before he became that monster and stuff like that.
He was?
Yeah, he was.
Wow.
He before he was Doomsday, he was a Kryptonian.
He's like a creation, a Kryptonian
creation. Yeah, it was a creation of Kryptonian. So my guess is that necklace, because that necklace is off, I feel like he's getting transformed. I feel like that necklace was preventing him to transform into that monster.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean,
I think you've put more thought into it than they have, though. But, my thing on Superman and Lois is that I'm starting to see the dark. The tunnel is getting a little darker. Like it's starting out light. The problem is that look, here we have this angle now with there's basically 3 storylines going on: Superman stuff, Lois Lane stuff, and then the kids. Now the stuff with the kids, I don't give a rat's ass about at all.
The Lana Lang thing too. But anyway, yeah.
Lana Lang. Oh right, Lana. So there's the other one. There's 4 things. Okay, so Lana, I mildly care about. Okay,
I'm good.
Let me rank them. I'll rank them.
Why is Lois baby sister being bitch to Lois?
Right, I hate it. I hate that.
Yeah, so that. She's a grown woman too. It's like you're not a kid.
You're not a kid.
Yeah, like yes, Lois Lane made mistakes, but that doesn't mean she like be disrespectful.
He's getting a little Gilmore Girls-ish here, man.
You're right.
Okay, go ahead, Lois. Look, like a lot of the time, Lois kind of deserves it. But you can't just you can't just throw it at her all the time. You got to give her one good time and then just don't talk to her again. Because Lois is mean. Lois is kind of a bully.
Okay, this woman, this cult woman, is obviously evil. Is there anyone here who doesn't think that
she's a cult?
She's the sister of Parasite in the comics, but I don't think they're gonna do that here.
Okay, so
but they just call her a Parasite because she is white.
When I was watching the show, like you can obviously she's evil, but first, like yes, I'm assuming Lois did some things in the past. The reason why her father couldn't recover the relationship between Lois and her sister because there's something that she did. I don't know what she did, but
who cares?
Nothing.
It's nothing. Lois is the same. Look, you can't just because I don't want Superman to be ruined, but I don't want Lois Lane to be ruined. Lois Lane is not a bad person. She should not be doing these weird things. Oh, I lied and covered stuff up and whatever. It's like, what? No, Lois Lane doesn't do that. It's like, that's the other problem. It's becoming the CW where they're just making up a random drama story. And it's like, oh, Lois is now being weird. It's like, well, why is her sister being a bitch?
No, but it's only because they know that no one's watching. No one's going to incorporate.
No, they've got a million viewers.
Yeah, but they're teenage girls, and they have their attention span fizzles.
He's got Well, I don't know. So are you liking what are you Sean? Are you liking Lois, Superman Lois?
I like it for the Superman stuff. When he fights Bizarro, and you have that. There's some sort of beam between them, and, he cool. takes some of his powers or something like that. He looks like I can't remember the name of that storyline. Arkham, you probably remember, but where Superman infects himself with that Joker gas, and he looks all like crazy and evil, and he looks like that actually more than Bizarro. It's like their reinvention of Bizarro here.
I mean, Bizarro was hard to do, especially on a CW budget.
Well, so Superboy did this in the late 80s, and he looked great. He looked like Bizarro. He looked like the messed up face and everything. He looked like Silver Age Bizarro, basically. But yeah, no, listen, J-Man, you and Steve complain about this all the time. I know that this is a CW show. This isn't the best Superman we can get, but it's the best we have. Yeah. So I'm okay with watching this with all this stupid crap. The one thing I don't understand is the girl that works for Lois, why she'd be on the side of the evil leader. It's like it's Lois Lane, and that's a CW writing thing.
Yes.
That was my problem with Supergirl. It's like they don't understand the characters. It's like, but this person's evil. Why would you side with her? Like even if what she's saying makes sense, would you have the sense to know that she's manipulating you because that's what she does? She's literally a cult leader. So yeah.
Like I'm guessing
but brainwashed. But you say cult leader, I say religious leader. I say political leader. Just because they're charismatic doesn't mean they're a cult.
Because all they do is what she tells them, so that is a cult.
She is a cult.
It sounds like a really healthy relationship nowadays.
Yeah, the last time I saw a cult, I was playing Assassin's Creed and I stabbed that cult leader.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stab.
My problem is that like once you go against Lois, like look, the girl who
never trust cult leaders.
Bibbo, is she like a sister of Bibbo or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, newspaper girl.
I do agree with Double C that like Lucy is probably already brainwashed.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she's brainwashed. But my problem is like, why would the newspaper girl not side with Lois? Like, it's like, oh, I heard one bad thing about you, Lois. I can't be with you anymore. It's like, this is the Supergirl writing all over again.
That's
like,
a CW thing.
CW
That's not a normal person.
That's not a normal person.
Yeah.
It's like, so if I just met someone right now who seems weird and has a cult, I'm going to not believe Sean.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like,
Sean's part of a cult now.
No, his name's not Sean. His name is Grandmaster Sean. What? We gotta say the entire thing. What?
It's like Spider-Gwen. It's like, who is Spider-Gwen? Could it be Gwen?
Yeah. Now she's called Ghost Spider.
But
okay, let's talk about Peacemaker because I went. Okay, I read and bought all the toys because I just got addicted.
So, that's what happens, and that's why I'm like, maybe you shouldn't watch Clone Wars. Because you will buy all that shit, and that stuff's expensive now.
Yeah, I'm buying everything for Transformers: War of Cybertron.
Yeah, so maybe you should.
I can't take it. It's the best. I just discovered that like the other day, and I'm like super addicted to it. And then I went back and started watching the old Transformers cartoons just to like get more addicted. But no, Peacemaker. I don't know what I love. Vigilante, as I said, he's my second.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's my second favorite DCU hero. I'm reading the Vigilante comics by Marv Wolfman.
Yeah.
They're not even close to the show, but they're so good. Though he's a real vigilante with real vigilante problems. I just read the one where Cyborg is escorting this known like rapist and criminal. He's escorting him to go on trial, but he's gonna turn state's evidence and like friggin' go against this other guy. But Vigilante's like, well, screw you, I'm killing him. He's a rapist and all that. And then Cyborg has to protect the guy. And that's a great issue. The Vigilante comics so far, I read the first appearance, which I have, and I read the first 2 issues of his solo series. They're 10 out of 10. It's a
Marv Wolfman is a underrated writer.
Marv, he's like Tomb of Dracula, 10 out of 10.
He's great, yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, Vigilante. I thought Vigilante sucked. I'll just tell you right now. When that comic came out, my buddy was all over it. He's like, oh, Vigilante. I was like, eh. And then I never read it until this show. Like when Vigilante appeared, not even when he appeared in Arrowverse, because I thought, he was crappy in Arrowverse.
Yeah, but this show, and he was funny and cool. He looked awesome. He looked like the comics, like the guy. Yeah,
he looks like the guy. And then I read the comics, and it has nothing to do with the show. But the comics are so good that I'm just so into it now. But I love that. And Peacemaker, I don't know what happened. I didn't care about any of these characters in the Suicide Squad.
That's what a show does. That's
but
what
in
a
this
good
show,
does.
Peacemaker's great. I love John Cena. I think he's hilarious.
He really is.
He's hilarious.
Like, no, you remember that one? I know it's not the newest episode, but like I think it was like the second episode. We're all going through the debriefing, and Waller's daughter was just going through, and they're like, "Oh God, vagina!"
yeah.
Oh no! It's like,
sorry.
Wow.
Whoa, what's going on?
That was hilarious. No, this show is so good, and I like how Waller is in the show, but she's not.
Yeah,
she's kind of like the invisible hand. She's kind of and I like how that one lady from Suicide Squad, she's like, I don't trust anybody, and that's how you should look at all this. You can't trust Waller.
I thought Double C. I thought of that as well. I was going to mention that. Thanks for mentioning that.
Maybe News Crew is tracking the cult leader.
But then, how does that explain her chewing out Lois like in private?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
I think she's brainwashed. Like Lucy's brainwashed. The cult leader already brainwashed. Like you can see that all the people are brainwashed. Are
you saying she brainwashed her at that meeting?
What?
Are you saying she brainwashed her at that meeting?
No, I think she brainwashed Lucy. I think that's her name.
No, but the newspaper girl.
What?
The newspaper editor.
Oh, I don't think the newspaper editor is brainwashed, but everyone in that room, that leader.
Oh, no, yeah, they're brainwashed.
They're brainwashed, and Lucy's brainwashed.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
The newspaper girl is not brainwashed yet. Maybe I feel like she's getting brainwashed when she meets that cult leader.
Okay.
Yeah, so Double C is saying maybe she's pretending to go with that cult leader, but we'll see how it goes.
That would be clever writing. I don't think that's the case. So.
Yeah.
Hey, this is CW. They love doing that, like that weird, that 80s stuff, like, hey, I want to be undercover for something because I want to show I'm a gutsy and ballsy and I have a lot of muck. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Moxie.
Like, I don't mind the premise. Like,
yeah, right.
You have the Superman stuff. You have the Superman stuff. I don't mind the cult stuff because it's interesting. Like, for me, like it's okay. Like, the drama between I think it's the teen drama. And I don't care about that. But the things that I do like is like the Lois and the Superman stuff.
Yeah. I like the Superman stuff and the Lois stuff, and I don't mind Lana. I like Lana, so I don't mind that stuff.
Yeah.
I would really.
Yeah, go ahead, Gray.
For superheroes, I think that Lois and Clark would be a really good way to show other couples and how superhero couples and show how they balance work and being a hero.
Right.
And also, I would really like for Lois and Clark to visit Bruce, and he's by himself, and then like, so, and on the drive home, Lois like, so, I don't want to go there anymore. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, we're done. We're not going there.
Like Batman's weird. No, actually, he's a really nice guy. That was actually him after Robin died.
Remember in the Lego Batman movie, they didn't invite Batman to the party.
Right.
I love Lego Batman. I think that movie's genius.
I love Lego Batman because it gave us the biggest burn, not only to the Joker, but to all his fans.
Yeah.
You're not my greatest one.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like when I think of the cult stuff and stuff like that, it kind of gives me like that Assassin's Creed stuff where you have like the assassins and then you have the Templars that are the cults and stuff like that.
What is the end game though? If you're trying to go after Superman, you You don't go through his wife. That's how you piss him off.
Yeah, Superman's gonna roast that woman.
He's no. He's gonna roast her and he's gonna eat her, and it wouldn't be cannibalism because he's not human.
Right.
I do
Hey,
like.
what about when those two kids got their necks snapped in 1 second by Bizarro? They go to attack him. He's like, psh! You're like,
it's like, there you go. Just fix all your issues.
You guys are done. That was awesome.
Good.
Yeah, they got
I think the one thing that I don't like in the show, I don't like Steel's daughter. I don't like her.
Yeah, it's because she gets in the way. That's the thing, right? Because like Steel is like he wants to help, but he's like a little boy. He's in trouble, isn't he? And then he gets his hammer and everything. It's like, dude, no one invited you, but sure, if you want to join in, you know.
Oh, he's kind of like the little boy from The Incredibles, Incrediboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look, Steel's gonna get the S because it got damage on the chest, so they should give him the S to like.
Yeah, I like the friendship between like Steel and Superman. I also like the Superman and Lois talk where like I like the scene where like Lois is upset that she's losing her little sister. Yeah. Because she's protected her whole life, and I like that kind of dynamic of like the father and also like him as a husband as Clark trying to come. Like I really like those things. I think the only thing that I just don't like is like the team drama. Like everything else is fine with like Clark, Lois, like Steel. You have Superman. Like a lot like. The team drama is okay. It's just like I feel like sometimes it gets in the way in the story.
Okay, all right, real quick. All right, I don't know why, but I always thought if like Steel's like worship of Superman was a little. It wasn't wrong. It was a little pathetic. Like he wanted to be like Superman so bad, he dressed like him. And as you guys are telling me about the show, it just seemed like and talk about his daughter, like, oh, he's in the way. Like, come on, man, you're better than that. You don't have to be like Superman. There's a lot.
Why not? Why Superman is there to inspire. I like that. I think that it's cool that
that was the idea behind the original comic. That he was inspired by Superman's example.
He's an inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why he always helps.
He wants
because
I like that.
He's inspired by Superman to do good. Like Steel doesn't have to help. But he feels like he wants to be like Superman. He wants to help people and stuff.
Well, in this continuity, though, he was fighting Superman. That's why he built all this stuff, right? That's in this show, not in the comics.
Right.
And then in season 2, you see like the progression of the relationship, of him and Superman Steel, and you see that he looks up to Superman. It kind of looks like he's inspired by Superman, that he wants like whenever Superman's in trouble, he wants to help and be a great he wants to be similar to Superman where he can help people. Like
okay,
even
I thought I was thinking it into a bad way. I thought he wanted to like I don't know, just weird.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
He's not sloppy seconds if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah,
he's just inspired. So. Yeah, I bought every issue of Steel.
I love that.
Like in the 90s, I love Steel. Like I thought it was a great idea.
Too?
So pardon?
Not
the movie.
I thought the movie.
J-Man loves the movie.
I can't explain that. I actually can explain that. The reason, whatever happened between Lois and Lucy, I think you heard it in the episode. Like the father tried to intervene and tried to save his daughter and save the relationship between them. But whatever Lois did, I don't know what she did, but she did something very messed up that it ruined the relationship between the father and also Lois. So like,
no, I think the father ruined the relationship between him and Lois because he always put the work first.
No, I'm not talking about Lois. Like the father, like whatever Lois did to Lucy, ruined the relationship with Lucy. Lucy doesn't. I don't think Lucy trusts her father or Lois.
No, she did call her father. She trusted her father.
Also, like,
I think
it's just Lois, but like, I'm interested. What kind of what did she do? That I'm very interested in.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure. But the thing is, CW is not good with these things. They're very lame reasons. It's like, oh, you lied to me. It's like, oh, okay.
Like, what do you think she did to ruin the relationship of Lucy? I just want
in CW in the CW world, maybe she didn't pass the salt when she asked for it. Like, I don't know.
It's like the whole cyborg thing in the 4-Hour Justice League. It's like, I don't like you because you didn't go to my football game. It's like the whole thing.
That's it. It's like, okay, buddy, walk it off.
Or it could be like Lois, like Lucy saw Lois and their mom having an argument, and like right before the mother died or something, and her name was Martha.
Andrew,
where'd you get that name from?
I'll put a link in the chat.
A baby.
Like,
let's talk about.
I'm liking the show. Like,
it's fine.
This is the only show that I'm not. Only Stargirl and this show I like. So like, if it keeps going like this, I'm fine. Like, if it's like doing amazing episodes, like if it's good, eventually, like, it's not gonna be on the CW anymore anyway. It's gonna go to HBO Max. Everything DC goes on HBO Max because it's on the CW anyway.
Hey, the good stuff goes to HBO Max.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
No, all DC content goes on HBO
Max. Is running the Gilded Age, which is really good. Which is
so like we all know that they're selling off the CW. So like all the DC stuff is getting automatically, because the CW doesn't have the rights of DC. They only have the permission to do like those TV shows and stuff like that. So like, even if they sell off the DCW, all the DC content goes back on HBO Max anyway.
Yeah, so it should hopefully be better going forward. Okay, so what about Peacemaker? Let's get to Peacemaker, man. Go ahead, Gray.
It's great. It has a solid story that you really want to know what's going on. You really like, because you don't like every time. This is the mark of a good show. They answer 2 questions and they give you 5 more.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very well done. I'm so shocked.
HBO. It's not good TV. This is HBO. HBO has been on. Name one bad HBO show.
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. Hey, Comic Book G Swell, what's going on? Hey, how's it going?
Like all of them are good. Like, I'm excited for House of the Dragon. That's gonna be awesome.
Okay, but stay on focus. We're talking about Peacemaker. Can we talk about how when all those butterflies got free?
That was awesome.
That's cool.
That was like, I'm surprised we don't have a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers yet.
It's gonna happen. It's happened. It's basically happened at the end there.
I have a theory.
Love theory.
If those bugs are actually the Reach.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Like because I have a feeling Peacemaker might connect to Blue Beetle movie. I have a feeling.
Hey Andrew, have you been watching Peacemaker?
Unfortunately, no.
Buddy, what's up? What's going on, buddy? What's
going on?
Like, you're in a safe place. Let us know.
I guess you heard. Anyway, I did my own stream a few hours ago.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Well, were you doing rankings or just talking about stuff?
Actually, it was a little different. I was looking over the history of superhero video games like Spider-Man.
Oh, cool. I think
really good ones.
Like I'm trying to think. I played Adventures in the Arcade, the one with the White Vision, which is why I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
What is with you and White Vision, Jammin?
I was saying it because I know you always question me on it. That's why I got it.
I feel targeted, especially on Black History Month.
You should. The White Vision is the superior vision.
Whoa! God damn.
Well, the other Vision's green, so that's not offensive to anybody.
Yeah, he's green and red.
He's a green
and yellow.
Like, to me, like, my favorite superhero games
Let me guess, the Arkham games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like the Spider-Man games, but I feel like nothing really can beat the Arkham games, to be honest. Because,
let me give you a challenge there. Did you do the Batman game based off the first Christopher Nolan movie?
Played the Batman Begins or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah.
It was okay.
All right, I got
movie time games. That's a distant memory.
No, okay. Well, I got a really good Batman game that non-Arkham.
What is it?
Batman Vengeance that came out.
Oh,
that game.
Oh yeah, hell man, I remember that.
Right?
That was pretty good.
Here's the thing. I remember when I played that game. I remember having a hard time just trying to throw batarangs on the Joker's wrecking ball.
Hey, but it's a fun game, doesn't it? It made you feel something. You cared about it.
I mean, this game was set in the Batman animated series world.
Hey, it was still good, brother. It was still good.
Like that game was cool, very good, and I liked it.
Bro.
I mean, for me, for something different. Back in the day, when it comes to like Spider-Man games, the ones I used to play a lot were the movie tie-in games with the same.
The movie tie-ins were good for Spider-Man. I agree with that.
Yeah, and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Like I feel like the one thing that I feel like some people are not gonna like I don't know how many people play superhero video games, but they're changing things up to making video games more open world. So like
I like that. I like open world games.
Hey,
open world has a good side and also a bad side because because like the good side is you can explore more and like explore more of the like city and everything like that everywhere else. But the bad side would say is that you're also having longer to develop the game more. So like it's gonna take longer. So like that's why the Suicide Squad game was delayed, is because it's an open world game. Arkham games are
these need to be called something different. Like video game to me and Sean for sure is like, Donkey Kong and stuff, where it's like it's a game where you have to beat something and accomplish it, and it's very difficult, and every time you play it you get better and better at it. Like
video games nowadays are simulators.
They're just simulators.
There's no twitch reaction. There's no hand-eye coordination. Really, it's like driving. There's a rear view mirror and everything, basically.
They changed everything up where. What?
Because remember how? All right, Sean, J-Man, you guys remember this? Remember when they came out with Sega Saturn?
Yeah.
Remember when they tried to do that whole thing with Sega when you put a stimulator on, you had the gloves, and you gotta kind of. It
was brutal.
It is expensive,
and it was brutal.
I went to university when the 3D revolution happened. So, when I graduated high school, it was still 2D gaming. It was Super Nintendo and everything. And then when I came back from university, I didn't play anything. And I came back and Xbox was big and Halo was big. And Halo was my first 3D gaming experience. Yes. I skipped Mario 64, which revolutionized everything. But Halo is like, what in hell? I had to really get used to it. It's a completely different way of gaming.
It's immersive, right?
Yeah, it's immersive and it's a simulator. Once again, it's like you're in real time and instead of running and gunning, you're behind a crate shooting something because they're going to shoot back with very intelligent aim. So
you know what? I don't mind those damn James Bond games.
Yes, GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was revolutionary too.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I don't mind.
Like an Unreal Tournament, and I would play live with people, and that was online, and we'd go on a server and play and stuff like that. So I did play those. But even those were, again, it's like what Sean is saying. They're simulators. Like video game is where you get skill. Like I would play. I don't know, pick any one of these, older games, and it's like you'd be like,
you do need skill to play video games.
It's like you can't pass this level. You can't pass it. You can't, and then you get better, and then you're like, I passed it. And you're like, yes. That's why the only thing I play is Street Fighter, because that's still
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I play the new. So I don't have It's PlayStation, so I don't play Street Fighter.
Oh man,
I'm not a fan of Street Fighter, to be honest.
No,
because it's a game of space. Like it's a very strategic game when you think about it.
it is.
I prefer Mortal Kombat over
and I don't know. I haven't played the newer. I have Mortal Kombat X or something or whatever it was.
Oh, that one's awesome.
All right,
It is.
This is the old guy thing as well. Does anybody remember how long Street Fighter was running the game than Mortal Kombat? Like,
I was
never played it, so
I
don't know.
ran the last 4 summers in the 90s, and then all of a sudden Mortal Kombat shows up.
It's because they made like 10 different versions of Part 2, and everyone just wanted Part 3. When they made Part 3, it was lackluster.
Because it was 3D based.
I think the reason why people love it a lot is the story and also the gore. I'm sorry.
No. You did that. No, the only thing about Mortal Kombat they advertise is it's a tournament and you're gonna cut somebody's head off.
Oh, I love that.
That's the cool part about it.
I'm very demanding.
Mortal Kombat as each game. For Mortal Kombat, as like each game went by over the years, the fatalities got more and more bloodier.
Yeah, I love that.
But I remember, so I played Mortal Kombat. Okay, so I played Street Fighter 1 in the arcade when it came out. I played Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and I played Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 in the arcade. I'll tell you something right now. I could destroy any one of you guys in Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. Mortal Kombat 2, I would play and nobody beat me. I played, my buddy came and we did a thing at my place. We played.
You can't beat me in Mortal Kombat 11. I'm sorry, you can't.
Maybe not part 11 because it probably got less skillful as it went on, to be honest. But Mortal Kombat 2, I beat him 50 matches in a row, and we got Noob Saibot. And we're
Dear God,
how did this happen? He's like, "Did you beat me?" Then they started to say I could only use one button, right? And then there was like, okay, J-Man can't use Sonya Blade, Scorpion, or Raiden. I'm like, really? It's like, okay, because if I use Scorpion, you just automatically lost. Like,
if I have Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 11, I beat my friend all the time, and I usually, if I usually finish her, I usually go with the, I think this new fatality where he cuts the person in half and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I don't know about these newer ones. I'm talking about but 1, 2, and 3 where it was like precision, timing.
Did they have fatalities and stuff like that in 2 and 3?
They had fatalities from the first Mortal Kombat ever.
Oh, okay.
Ripping the head off.
Oh yeah. That was their whole. That was their marketing campaign.
Yeah.
It was on the news. They showed Sub-Zero ripping a guy's head off with the spinal cord on the news.
Oh, that's awesome.
Arkham, the reason why we have a rating system today is because of Mortal Kombat and Splatterhouse.
Yeah, I love Splatterhouse.
And Mortal Kombat was the one to put it over the top, and it was debated in Congress and everything.
I do have a question. What is the fatality? I think either the newest Mortal Kombat game, which is the one that is hard to watch, because I know I have some friends that can't watch certain fatalities because they're just too over the top.
Well,
movie. That's pretty unwatchable.
I think it was the one I played. I think it was 11. They brought a lot of familiar franchise characters in that game, like Terminator, RoboCop, Rambo, the Joker.
But I can watch any fatality. I've watched so many horror movies. Nothing absolutely. I remember what was that one where they cut that, they chopped that guy in half vertically and they rip him apart.
Oh God!
I think there was I think
what was that movie? Hold on, it was that new movie. It was the Western film.
Western film.
It was with the cannibals. The natives were cannibals, and they were. Kurt Russell and Patrick Wilson. Oh my God!
Did you see the fatality of Melina where she eats? I think she rips the person's heads off and eats the head.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was laughing. I'm sorry. Like, for me, you can show me the most gorgeous stuff ever, and it won't feeze me because I've seen it before.
Now, sorry, I haven't really been keeping up with the games. Do they still have the animalities, babalities, friendships? No, right?
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
But no one does those.
I thought Babe Ballady was very funny. When I saw
it's funny, yeah.
When I saw Babe Ballady in the arcade,
I did the brutality.
I thought that was so funny.
I did this brutality where I think Scorpion gets his I think blade and rips this person in half and stuff like that, and his like I think you see all the guts spreading out and stuff like that.
These people need to watch Story of Ricky.
Mortal Kombat
came
out like a year ago or something.
What?
Did they come out with a sequel to Mortal Kombat?
Repeat that again.
Did they ever come out with a sequel to Mortal Kombat, the movie that it came out?
No, they're gonna make it.
Yeah, they're making it.
Okay.
But it has the writer of Moon Knight, so it's probably gonna be better.
Hopefully.
Well, we haven't seen.
I don't know. The first one didn't really get my hype for it. But
I feel like it's gonna be better than the first one. Like,
why wasn't the first one better than the first one?
Right.
Wow.
It's like I'm tired of this. Wait a minute, guys, hold on. Part 27 will be really good. Like that will be the good one. I know the first 26 movies were garbage, but the 27th one, season 15,
up to it.
Yeah. Hey, Truth. Season 15 is going to be a great season. Season 15 will be awesome. Like, stop it.
Hold on a second.
Like the first movie. Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
I just noticed in the chat that apparently Marcus Cruz thinks the Christopher Reeve Superman movies are hot garbage.
Oh, we just ignore that. That's his hot take.
We just ignore Marcus because he thinks he's being funny.
Hey,
you want a hot take? Ben Affleck is a better Batman than Michael Keaton.
Ooh.
That's not really hot take.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. I don't think that's a
How
hot
about this?
take.
How about this hot take?
Innovate.
How about this hot take? I think Edward Norton is a better Hulk than Mark Ruffalo.
Well, that's not a hot take. I think
that's probably true.
Okay, I agree with that. Andrew, you're smart. Yeah, I agree with that. Dude, Marcus.
I was saying Michael Keaton bad as Ben Affleck is better than Michael Keaton. I don't think that's a hot take. It's factual.
It's an insight.
I love both, but it's not a super hot take. It's not a hot take enough to get anybody angry.
Ezra Miller is going to be the best Flash ever.
What?
You scare me now.
And he's kind of.
I'm sorry, that's not really hot take because it's factual.
How?
Because we all know that Grant Gustin's okay Flash, but the movie.
How is he okay? I thought he was great.
I
think
just
the
think he's
problem
okay. For TV standards, he's an okay Flash.
You should have seen him when he was crying for his mother. I liked it.
But I feel like seeing the performance of Ezra Miller as Flash kind of got me sold with his version as Flash. Yeah. And
what? There's the best Flash right there. I agree.
Oh, the 90s one.
Yeah. You mean Mr. Kent? What's his name?
Mr. Kent.
Yeah, no. He ended up later being playing.
Marcus says Superman 1 through 4 is corny.
I read that.
Yeah, no, we already heard all this trash talk from Marcus.
Yeah,
it's just it's just silliness stuff. It's like, well, the Earth is flat. I think the Earth is flat, isn't it?
And Black Cat is not better than Catwoman. Catwoman is awesome.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I just ignore these random.
Oh, how about this hot take? I think Jack Nicholson is a better Joker than Ledger.
Well, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
The reason is Nicholson. He would make you laugh. He make you stay like your buddies, and then he'll kill you.
Right, he's funny.
He'll kill you.
No,
he'll just kill you.
With Jack Nicholson's Joker, I see the Joker. I don't see an interpretation of the Joker, and that's my problem with the other Jokers.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree with you exactly.
I'm trying to think of another hot take to make it.
Okay, I got one.
Well, I've got so many hot takes. I've got 100.
For your movie.
I didn't hear what you said, man. What you say?
Wonder Woman 1984.
Whoa, what? That's a hot take.
It's a great movie. Yes, that's true.
What was the hot take?
That's facts.
I was mocking you.
I have a hot take. I
what?
have one. Robert Pattinson is gonna be the best Batman and wipe Ben Affleck out of the water.
No,
oh,
no, I don't think so.
Guys, guys, remember when Heath Ledger was said to be the Joker, everybody thought, "Oh my God, I've got a pretty boy being the Joker." Yeah. But now people think he's the best of all time.
Well, when Michael
I don't think he's the best.
Robert Pattinson will have more screen time in his one movie than Ben Affleck as Batman. So,
right, but he doesn't look as cool
because it's like 4 hours or whatever the hell long it is.
Like
Ooh,
to
yeah,
me, Ben Affleck was a cool Batman, but like I feel like for me in live action with superhero movies, I just didn't like any of the Batman, to be honest.
Truth is mad, yeah.
Truth is not happy with you.
I don't.
Okay, I got one.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah. What's with these competing hot takes?
The perfect adaptation of Spider-Man, live action wise, is Tobey Maguire and kicks Tom Holland out of the water.
we know that's your take, Andrew.
What? How's that hot take, Tobey Maguire?
Everyone likes Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most accurate Spider-Man out of the whole
I'm
three.
taking it to the MCU fans.
Okay, all right. I got the ultimate one.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Iron Man was me.
Whoa,
Yeah.
the first movie?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
What's your point? It
That's
wasn't
a hot take.
Uh-oh.
it was new for its time, but like
Ooh,
you
how
look
about this
back,
one?
it's like
How about this one?
No,
I
it would
think-
have worked without Robert Downey Jr.
yeah.
Whoa!
No, no, we all know that. Come on.
No,
we
you
all-
do not.
That's
No,
why
you know
they
what?
hired him.
Are you
No one wanted to
serious?
make that movie. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Like,
What
no one
would've
wanted to
been
make that
without
film,
him?
and that's why Marvel had the rights. So
Right, that's a fact.
Okay,
That
hold on
is
a second.
fact.
Before I say
At
mine,
least I accomplished
let
my
me tell you
goal. I
something.
got Marcus angry.
Oh, great. I'm not going to look at Marcus's comment.
Oh, okay. All right. How about
I
this?
don't even understand.
X-Men
Just a
Dark
rant at that point.
was a good movie if you would have taken out the Phoenix.
Oh, I see. How
X-Men
about this
3?
one? How about this one? I think Spider-Man 2 is a better comic book movie than The Dark Knight.
Of course it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Of course that
These
is.
hot takes are hot takes, Andrew. I agree with you.
Everybody know that.
Everybody knows that, Andrew. Andrew, your hot takes are not that hot.
Even a
They're-
6-year-old
Yeah,
with
maybe
the
it's because we're just in sync with you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like
All right,
I had the hottest
all right,
hot
all right,
take.
All right. One, Elektra is the best female-led superhero movie of all
No
time.
way.
You couldn't even get through that
No.
with his paper.
Oh,
He's like, you
no.
broke it. And you're like, I just-
Oh, no.
He's like,
Okay, how about this? I think Angry Hulk
Elektra
is a
is
great
the
movie.
best female.
I'm not doing that many drugs.
Even
talking about?
me with
The
my
best
love of shitty movies
female
can't
led,
get to
Doing
that.
the same thing. Shut
female
up.
led
you
superhero.
broke it and he came back to it.
How about this one? Let me see if this one works. I think Ang Lee's 2003 Hulk movie is a great film.
I like
It
it
is.
as well.
It's an art
Yeah, I
film.
like it too.
How are these hot takes?
No,
Damn it.
Andrew. Okay, commercially, it still made money, but
Yeah.
like that Hulk film is an art film. You can't watch it.
Okay, I'm not going to
Okay,
look at Marcus.
I'll
because that dude's
explain
trying
what
to
a
get
hot
me
take
angry.
is, Andrew. A hot take is to have the hottest take ever. So for me, I say Robert Pattinson is gonna be the best Batman ever. That's a hot take, and it's gonna be factual soon enough.
Okay, all right. I don't. All right. How about this? All right. We never had a really good interpretation of Batman.
Yeah,
All of us-
I agree with
it's
that.
correct.
We
Hell
haven't.
no. Okay, I'll agree with that one.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm is the best
Yeah.
Batman
Oh.
film in theaters.
Like,
That's-
Oh, yeah, that is.
Have
I
you
forgot.
ever
Who told you that one? Who told you that one?
have you ever seen a correct and best interpretation of Batman from the comic books in live action? And be
No.
honest.
no, no.
Damn.
No, wait. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Have you ever seen in live action the a correct interpretation of Batman in live action?
Well, hold on. I
like
can
the
tell.
comic books.
Let me say so. Okay, yes, but unfortunately, it was the Silver Age, and it was the Adam West Batman.
Whoa, Adam,
That
what?
TV show, that TV show was the comics of that time.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, wasn't it like following the old comics?
It's following the comics, but now the comics have changed. So if you're talking about new,
Yeah, I'm
post-crisis,
talking about like the modern
then no.
one.
then no.
Okay.
Now, if you're asking for a comic movie that's ever the most faithful comic movie,
right? Here's the hottest take of all time.
Blade 3 is better than the first two. Oh, damn!
Is Anthony there?
No, I'm here. I'm just listening.
Like it's you're missing your profile picture.
Oh my gosh!
all right. I got a hot take.
There you go.
Ghost Rider is Mephisto.
What?
In his movies, is that Mephisto?
No, it's no. What are you
but Mephisto was in the first movie.
Yeah,
but he wasn't in the first movie. Then he died.
Henry Fonda is Mephisto.
I don't.
Yeah.
This is Double C is just joking because this cannot possibly.
Because there's an LOL at the end of it.
Yes.
So
Right.
Yeah, it's LOL.
The only good thing about Ghost Rider 1 is the only good thing about Ghost Rider 1 is the CGI. That's the
but Arkham, to answer your question, the most accurate comic live adaptation.
Hell no, Marcus! Batman is not. Daredevil is not better than Batman. Do not say that. I will
Wait, what do you say?
Sin City.
He said Daredevil is better than Batman. Get the hell out of here with that.
The first one. Yeah.
Even more closer than Watchmen.
Yeah, it's very close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it beats out 300 by this much.
300 is very close though. I have the comic of 300.
Well, 300 is a masterpiece. It's a good movie.
No. Where he's not. He's saying how close to the comic is it?
No, 300 is a good movie.
It's a good movie, but it's very
the sequel. The sequel.
I
One
have
one
to say, this one will, I think, might piss Arkham off. I think The Dark Knight Rises is a good movie.
Is it what?
Okay.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Ben Affleck is a better Daredevil than Charlie Cox.
Okay, you need to stop right there, buddy. Let me stop you right there. Cox is the man for Daredevil.
Okay,
but that's two Daredevils. Are you talking about the director cut or the one that came in theaters?
Yeah, what about the director's cut? Are you talking about that one?
Damn.
The director cut is much better than the one.
Marcus, you do not want to piss me off.
All right. I believed Matt and Foggy's relationship when it was Jon Favreau and Ben Affleck than I do than Eden Heason. That coffee shop scene was badass.
Okay, I'm gonna lead on that. What you just said. I think Michael Clark Duncan's a better Kingpin than Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh,
no, buddy.
Oh my god!
I have a different hot take.
Duncan was like the fact that he was black.
They cast him because he's always a bigger guy. If they need a big guy, they always cast him in every movie. That's what he is.
Whatever the big guy is that can act, they just like.
And his initials are McDonald's.
Yep, there you go.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I would say here's a hot take. I feel like Val Kilmer's a pretty good Batman. Like he's not bad Batman.
He was good. He was acting in like a different movie than everybody else.
Yeah, everybody else very good.
That was weird seeing him with
oh my god,
Arkham. With blonde hair.
All right. Daredevil's
a bitch. Batman will whoop his ass. No, do not get me started with Batman.
I misquoted. I'm sorry. Ed Poole could literally be played by any funny white guy.
Fuck no.
I'll give you examples. Chris Evans could
he's Captain America.
No.
Did you guys not see The Losers?
That's different.
Yeah, but that's a loser. That's a loser.
That's true.
That's
the only one thing. That's a loser.
He's Captain America, so no.
Like any funny white guy could do.
I don't care.
I think any funny white guy can do it, but like not as good as he lives that. He's like that anyway, so it makes sense, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Van Wilder was 20 years ago.
He's always Van Wilder though.
But Ryan Reynolds is that character. Like Ryan Reynolds,
he plays that as Hannibal King in Blade Trinity. So.
Yeah,
there you go.
That was basically Deadpool. Yeah, I know.
He was basically Deadpool. And you see him in Origins.
I mean, he was kind of had a little bit of the attitude of Deadpool even in Origins, even though the costume and
the only good thing in Origins is that elevator scene.
Whoa, no. All right.
And the flashbacks. That's the only good thing in Origins.
Anthony, Anthony,
are you talking about X-Men Origins?
Oh, I think that movie's a masterpiece.
For the first 20 minutes. And that
no.
I don't know about the first 20 minutes. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Don't be saying X-Men Origins is a masterpiece, Andrew.
Whoa!
Finally, I did another one.
Whoa! What?
But it's not.
Bro, the reason why that movie was terrible is because of the writers' strike. That's the reason why.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
They messed that shit up.
Deadpool.
I don't think it's like 0 or something.
How Deadpool looked? Oh my god.
No, I don't know why.
That was an abomination right there.
That was terrible,
He
literally sewed his mouth shut. He's the Merc with the mouth.
He's the Merc with the mouth, and they sewed it shut. Like how?
Okay, here's one. Avatar 2 is going to be the breakout movie of this year.
I don't think.
I don't think so. I don't think it's coming out this year.
I don't know about
that.
Bro, it's been 12 years.
I know a good hot take. I know a good one. I think Terminator Genesis and Dark Fate are better movies than the first two.
That's impossible.
It's impossible.
Cocaine James Cameron was doing back in those days. He made a masterpiece. Like, come on, an unstoppable man. That's cocaine.
Oh my god!
And this Wednesday we're going to be doing Terminator 1 versus Terminator 2. Just like
that's a good one.
That's going to be.
I have a hot take.
I'm coming for that.
I have a hot take. Was it Avatar is overrated?
Oh, I don't think that's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
I don't know. It's a hot take for everybody. They love it or hate it. I mean, that's the thing. But if you watch the standard cut,
I think it's overrated.
If you watch the standard
in a way, it does.
Ooh, how's this hot take?
Hold on, wait. It's hard to say overrated when a movie makes $1 billion.
But like, $2 billion.
A lot of people liked it.
$2 billion.
$2 billion, whatever.
Okay.
Like, people liked it. Like,
I still don't like it.
I know, even if you don't like it,
there is a standard cut edition that's much better.
Yeah,
I'm not watching a 4-hour cut. No,
like it's like the people have spoken. They like that. It's like Titanic. People are like, "Well, wasn't that good?" But it made $1 billion. People like it. If they like it, they like it.
And James Cameron made that one too.
Yep. James Cameron's awesome.
Titanic was $1 billion movie. Which is crazy. Titanic is like top 7 in box office.
Oh my god, Marcus, shut up about Daredevil.
Crazy.
Yeah, like, are you obsessed with Daredevil? Like,
no, I want to see a couple. I want to see a couple.
He's saying like Daredevil has Elektra more thick and fine than Catwoman.
that's
Arkham likes mid Batman. Daredevil's way cooler with the symbolism. Daredevil has more cheeks than Batman.
Okay,
this person's on crack. I don't know what the fuck he is.
This shelf is all Daredevil, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I still think Batman.
You got the Ben Affleck toy?
No, I didn't get the Ben Affleck toy.
I
don't mind that. I don't hate that movie. I think it's fine. But it's not. The show
like,
is a
Batman. Like, in my opinion, I think they're both cool, but you can't. You're basically repeating yourself 20 times, saying like
the James Cameron Spider-Man movie would have been epic.
They're both good. They're both good characters.
Would have made money. It probably would have made money back in the 90s.
It would have made money. I don't like the scriptment that they made for it. It's like Sandman doesn't even speak.
What was it about?
It was what's his name? Electro's the villain, but they don't call him Electro, and they don't even call him by his regular name in the comics. It's a guy named Strange.
Yeah.
And Schwarzenegger is going to be Sandman, and he doesn't say anything really. There's no character. It's just crappy, compared to what we got.
And they're going to
Chewie wouldn't have actually gotten it that way, right? Like,
here's the weird
thing. And then MJ was going to have a sex scene on the top of the bridge.
Oh yeah, the sex scene. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It needs to be said.
I don't.
Thank God they canned that, and they gave us the Spider-Man.
That's for the sex scene.
But
Snake Eyes beats Batman. What is
wow, that is some.
I think Marcus just hates Batman.
Yeah. Marcus is not happy with
like he or she likes
they
whatever he thinks that Cassandra Cain can beat Batman. He thinks Red Hood can beat Batman.
Oh no! No,
everyone can beat Batman for some reason.
No, sir.
The only person who could beat Batman is me.
Yeah.
Hot take. I can beat Batman. Yeah,
no, you and child support.
Child support.
Oh, can you imagine if Batman got hit with like a paternity suit and child support? Ugh.
Listen, I know Batman's identity. I know all of their identities. I could screw them all over badly. I could beat the whole Bat family.
Oh my God! Imagine they made a character like that.
Remember the Schwarzenegger movie, Last Action Hero? I can go into the Bat. They should do a comic version where a guy goes into a comic. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And it's like, and he does all. And he knows everything, and he'll be like, "Oh, I know what's going on. I know who Abyss is. I know where you can find you."
Amen. Have you ever played what was it called? God of War.
I know God of War, but I never played it. That's when I stopped playing.
God of War is so awesome.
That game is so epic. I got all of them.
yeah. Like Ragnarok's coming out this year. I hope we get a live action God of War. I want Jason Momoa to play.
We don't need that.
Yeah, we do.
No.
Hey, what about that Halo TV series? That looks pretty neat. Is that good?
No, that looks trash.
No, is it trash? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was trash.
No. Well, there's gonna be.
It looks
8 episodes, 9 or 10. I think it was 9 episodes. Yeah, 9 or I can't remember.
It looks okay. It looks okay, but like Halo's not my kind of thing. Like
I never played the game, so I'm asking, like, does it look? He looks.
It's not canon to the video game.
So what's the point of making it?
But they will take like there's some stuff that the trailer take from the game and it looks good. But like I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna give it a try. If it's good or bad. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Marcus, you're just you're blowing air now.
Oh my
God.
If
Dr. Doom has no prep time, then he has no armor and he's naked. So then Batman wins.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I got a stupid one. You guys want to hear a stupid one? Lawrence Fishburne would make an amazing Alfred.
Who?
Lawrence Fishburne would make an
amazing.
He's not a British guy.
Doesn't matter. What?
It does. What? They want an old blind woman to play.
Zod was black in Krypton, so. There you go. So
yes,
we're everywhere, man. We're everywhere.
Zod isn't a British character.
That reminds me. Can I just say about Dr. Doom? Can I just say that his classic green vest with a hoodie?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they accurately adapted that in that 2005 movie with Chris Evans.
Oh, which one?
Oh, yeah, but he didn't have the.
Talking about the one the Fox made it. Yeah, I don't
remember. No, Marcus, you're on crack.
Whoa!
Just block that guy. Jesus!
You don't use the C word here.
I don't block people.
Yeah, block them, destroy them.
Yeah. No, he
killed them.
He said God of War is overrated. Red Dead Redemption 2 is better.
I don't know about that, Marcus. It took them a long time just to make one game for Rockstar.
God of War is not overrated.
They just announced GTA 6 the other day. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, they did.
Like, bro, come on. And they're gonna take, bro. It's been 10 years. About to be 10 years since GTA 5, and now you announce GTA 6.
Awesome.
Come on. Oh, fuck out of here.
I don't remember that guy in it.
That's great. Kratos. Kratos is like the god of War.
God of War.
And, like,
Yeah, he got
Is
away.
Ares the god of war?
Well, he killed him.
yeah, they call him the
Mars?
God of War. And
Yeah.
in the new game, he's gonna go against Thor.
Ooh.
Makes
The
sense.
actual Thor. Wow.
Like,
Oh.
I played the PS4 version on my PlayStation 5. It's so awesome. I played all the other games. They're amazing. Like the boss fights are amazing. Like you see like
The story is amazing.
The story's
guys,
amazing.
Real quick. Guys, I gotta go. But
Okay.
nice talking to you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Later.
You doing the finale for the
See ya, guys.
Mandalorian?
See ya.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick, what actor would you want to play as Kratos? I want Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa's
he's
not
not
bad.
really
If he's not busy, you could do it.
He can do it. He looks like he has the face.
Oh,
and the
Dave
body.
Bautista. I have no Dave Bautista. Oh, damn.
Yeah, he could do it too. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Bautista.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with Dave Bautista, the dude needs more work since Marvel treated
Anthony
like
did.
that. Even
Did you
said-
play
Really, he
God of War?
did good in Army. Of
Well,
the
here's the
Dead
thing.
and,
Like, did you hear
I
that?
like Batista. He's
Hold
okay.
on. Here's the thing. Did you hear that?
He's been doing good lately.
How they treated
He's
his
doing
character?
good.
Put Marcus' comment up. What did he say?
He been
What
like
are you saying?
where Bautista been doing good.
What'd you say now?
Said Red Dead Redemption 2 is better. Look how they made.
I don't know about that, Marcus.
Realistic, they
It took like 8 years just to make that game, bro. Come on.
like
8 years? Oh my god.
Like,
bro, hey, look, they just announced GTA 6 the other day. Like, get the fuck out.
God of War. The reason why God of War is better because that game is huge. Like, you have all these realms.
Basically,
you went to Asgard, and all these realms.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Asgard and stuff like that.
I wanted to ask Anthony because he didn't get a chance to say anything.
What?
Anthony, are you liking Peacemaker or no?
No, I said the first 3 episodes was okay. I didn't mind it. There was some jokes that was hit and miss, but the last like 3 episodes was good. I gave it, except for like the jokes. If I take away the jokes, it's much better. But I'm enjoying it. It's not a bad show. I'm just wondering what is the huge cameo in the last episode, Peacemaker. It's supposed
Anthony,
to be
Is it a huge cameo?
I don't know.
It's just a cameo in the last episode that I don't like. The people are saying. I don't know who it is, but
I have a question.
I just
Anthony.
wondering.
Do you think the was it Peacemaker? Do you think those butterflies, aliens, are like the Reach and stuff like that, are connected to the Reach and will lead into Blue Beetle?
I mean, if that's how Blue Beetle gets powers, then I mean,
what if they are?
Blue Beetle might show up at the end of this? No, I don't think so. That's
no, I don't think because they shot this shit like half a year ago.
No, I'm not saying Blue Beetle's gonna be in it, but we're gonna get a reference. I was saying
a reference. If you get a reference to Blue Beetle, makes sense because Peacemakers and Blue Beetle know each other in the comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or Ted Core or whatever. Yeah. Ted Core should be in the Blue Beetle movie. He's not the next dog.
So Peacemaker, like before this, I mean, Peacemaker we know was the comedian.
He's a joke in the comics. He's
so
like
no. He was supposed to be the comedian in Watchmen.
Right.
Watchmen is based on the
Charlton Comics character.
Right. So Peacemaker was the comedian. Question was, what's his face? Rorschach. Blue Beetle was.
Well, question is,
Rorschach was Night Owl, right?
Night Owl, yeah. They're all Charlton Comics characters. They couldn't get the rights at the time, and then he just made these guys.
He just made. Well, he
Peacemaker.
wanted. So I think he wanted to. He was all set. Well, first he wanted to use some other characters, which I don't remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was the second choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
either DC didn't want him to do that.
They didn't want
that's what it was, because DC had the rights to those guys.
They did have the rights to those guys. So
he just made his own guys. Rorschach.
Typical DC.
Yeah, he made his own.
Right.
But otherwise Peacemaker would have died in the beginning. Literally, Peacemaker would have died. He's the comedian, right? So Peacemaker would have died.
He would have been dead.
I didn't watch the show. Actually,
Jammin didn't watch it. I thought it was kind of stupid. It's well made, well produced. It's just there's some dumb moments in it and some dumb.
To me, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
Anthony's gonna kick Marcus's ass.
No,
no, we're not talking about video games. I don't know what these games are, and I don't care.
I don't care, Marcus.
We're old. Super Mario for life.
Yes, that's the real.
Dude, I had Super Mario.
That's a good game.
Okay, first Marcus was obsessed with Batman. Now he's obsessed with Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Peacemaker. What was the other one? You say Superman Lois?
Let me talk about Superman Lois.
What are your thoughts?
I thought it was good. Seeing Bizarro was fantastic.
It reminded me of the Injustice Bizarro, the same look.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's funny how he is always grunting and talking backwards instead of doing the me Bizarro, me hate Superman.
Yeah.
But we don't know which version of which Earth if this is a different result from another universe or what, because he doesn't talk, he just growls at Superman.
And that other thing with Lois and her sister, god damn, that's crazy.
No, she's a drug. She's addiction.
Her sister's
I'm not gonna lie, that was dark.
She's much better. She's much better here than Supergirl season 1. That's
right. She is.
People was upset. Oh, why didn't do the Supergirl one from season 1? Like, no. That show was owned. Season 1 was owned by CBS, so of course they had to change the character, which is much better here.
Wait, but Lucy? Wait, you're talking about Lucy? That's the same actress, isn't it?
Yeah,
her character is different.
Her character is different. Yeah,
but she's better in my opinion. Way better.
Yeah. It's the same actress though. Yes.
Yeah, same actress, which is cool. They brought her back. I
was just thought something. Seeing Bizarro is actually the first time this show has brought in a real Superman villain.
I mean,
it was kind of messed up, and
Smallville did Bizarro. He was not that good.
Yeah,
he was. It was a human turn. He would turn just it was I don't know.
Here's the thing: the Smallville Bizarro is basically just Tom Welling in normal clothing, talking normal, occasionally the white face.
Right, which is what he is anyway. So that is the real Bizarro. It's the Tom Bizarro where he's not. So it's the fake Bizarro.
Yeah, but Smallville is 2000s. There you go.
Smallville is not good. Here's a hot not hot take. Smallville sucks.
Whoa!
Yeah, people like it because they grew up with it, but objectively, it sucks. It's not Superman.
Okay,
it's not Superman.
It's just Clark younger years. That's what it is.
Right, but his younger years, he was Superman. So, or don't show them.
You don't think it took him years to learn his powers?
I don't care if it took him years. I want to see when he's learned his powers.
Yeah, why we don't want to see that?
That's the reason why I think because Tom Welling signed a contract.
I did watch all those. I'm telling you why I don't like Smallville.
Can I ask you this?
He's not fucking.
Did you at least hold up, Andrew. The reason why you never saw Superman in a suit in Smallville is because Tom Welling
signed a contract.
Didn't want it.
Right. That's what
Tom Welling is trash.
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Trash Welling. There's his new name for you guys.
Oh come on, that's unfair. That's unfair.
If he's not trash, how come he's not a movie star right now?
I
know they're making an animated show, which is going to show Clark become
Hold on.
But it's going to be connected to the comics. But we don't know. We don't know if the whole league is going to be in it.
I was going to let that go, but I was like,
I guess so. You at least like how they handle the.
I'll tell Tom Welling you said that when I meet him at Comic-Con.
Oh please tell Tom to subscribe and tell him to share the videos, and then everyone can tell me I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's hear on you. Hold on. Let's hear a yes or no. I'm going to go around the panel.
Okay.
Yes or no. Who owns all of the seasons of Smallville? Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Sean?
No, F that shit.
Okay.
I bought the whole fucking package. Yeah,
I have everything.
Hey, Jammin, let me ask you something.
They made a whole box that where every season ended. It comes with the newspaper and stuff like that.
A newspaper.
Okay, so Jammin,
one of those.
What are you talking about?
let me ask you this. Okay, you think it's bad? That's fine. But did you at least like the actor that played Lex Luthor? Because everyone loves him.
Oh, Michael, that's the best Lex Luthor on screen.
At least he's
What? You
bald.
didn't like
At
it?
least he's bald.
Yeah. Even Gene Hackman couldn't do that, but yeah.
He was bald for like 1 second.
Oh yeah, but he protested so much.
I know he really protested.
I don't know. He must.
Okay, then
He's the best Lex
Jammin,
Luthor.
who do you
on live
prefer
action.
as like Superman and Lex Luthor?
Steve, Superman, I would get Brandon Routh.
Really?
For right now, you mean?
Well,
Yeah.
with the whole multiverse thing, I would like get with him.
Yeah,
And
what's the
Superman-
Kingdom Come series? Like, come on.
Right.
What the fuck
I
is
don't
it?
know why they haven't been doing that. It's like,
That's the reason why HBO Max keep failing, bro. Like, you need more shit.
Michael Rosenbaum's the best Lex Luthor.
Facts.
right.
Facts.
Oh, J-Man, do you remember this one podcast you did before, and you mentioned about how Brandon Routh should be like the
my
Superman,
idea?
where you do a Superman Presents?
Yeah, that was my idea.
Right. I was like, oh my God, that would be
it's
so
a genius
good.
idea because I am a genius.
Yeah,
I
mean, you're amazing.
I told you.
Yeah, I'd be like totally going, you are amazing. Just to think.
Yeah, you are amazing.
No,
Like, we should be seeing something like that, though. It's like, why aren't we getting that?
Wait, what was his idea? I didn't hear it.
So no, my idea was to do a show called Superman Presents, and every episode, it's what's his name, Brandon Routh. So Brandon Routh is in a different universe than everybody else, and in the universe that he's in, there's no regular superheroes that everybody knows. So there's no Batman, there's no Wonder Woman, but there's other DC heroes that people don't really know. They're the obscure DC heroes.
Whoa,
And every episode, he teams up with a new hero to take down a villain. So it's like these villains aren't strong enough on their own. I mean, the heroes aren't strong enough on their own, so they need Superman's help. So he literally teams up with someone every episode and takes down a villain. And the reason it's called Superman Presents, each episode would be the title of the hero. So it'd be Superman Presents the heroes, Dial H for Hero or something, right? And it would be those guys. It'd be Superman Presents, the Wonder Twins or whoever.
Okay, so you're saying,
right? And then hold on. So every episode it's a new, and then every week you'd be like, who is he going to team up with next week? It's like, oh, this will be cool. Like, what will happen next week? And you don't have to worry about continuity with other shows, or you don't have to worry about Lex Luthor and all these other characters that they don't want to ever use. But you have obscure villains and obscure heroes. DC has thousands of them. It could go on forever.
Right.
Okay,
See,
so
they need to hire you. I'm sorry, but they need to hire
let
you.
me ask. So the Superman in your show is Brandon Routh, right?
Right.
And what's his costume? The Kingdom Come suit?
Yeah, Kingdom Come suit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like it.
Like the exact suit that he had in that Crisis.
Right.
That's it.
Which is
hire
crazy
you, man.
because that suit is
I don't know,
collecting dust.
Right. They can do it right now.
It's literally collecting dust. That's what that suit is.
They literally brought him in a multiverse event, and then after that, that's it. That's money.
Yeah, that's their money. Everybody online after that crossover went, we won the Kingdom Come series.
Yes, Anthony, you're right.
And then he went, and Brandon Routh was like, listen, I went to WB, we had discussion, and he said there's multiple Superman projects in the work. It's like, and he said in the Michael Rosenbaum podcast, I was like, bro, like, don't know, like, why you don't do it? HBO Max just needs more stuff on HBO.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They need everything.
And Anthony, check this out. Brandon Routh in Kingdom Come, in the Kingdom Come suit, that is the one time I saw not one, no negative comments, not one. Everybody's like, this is so good.
Yeah, everybody said that.
Everybody liked it.
Right. That's why everybody
loves it. Everybody love it. I've never seen one negative thing on Twitter about.
That's the reason why Crisis got the attention that it did, because of him.
You're right.
Oh my God, man.
Yep. People that were watching it.
They reference everything for him fighting himself in Superman 3. They reference a lot of stuff from the previous Superman movies.
He says Superman sucks in general.
I know. It just shows that he's silly. Yeah, here it is. Boom.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, fucking amazing.
So yeah, you know, Lana was pretty good in Smallville, I think.
She was decent, but I like this. But I like the Superman Lois Lana.
Yeah,
much better.
I agree.
Yeah,
She's more of a mother figure.
I like
yeah.
I think Smallville's Lois Lane is better than any other iteration.
Whoa, really?
So hold on, sorry, say that again. Which one?
Smallville. I like her.
Yeah, I think
Erica
Superman.
Lois,
I think this Lois right now is the best for me.
Oh, Elizabeth Tulloch. Okay.
Which one?
The Superman and Lois, the one who's on right now.
She's okay, but I like the Smallville one better.
Who's your favorite Lois? Which Lois do you like the best?
In anything?
In anything, yeah. Like live action.
The one that Superman Lois look like Marco, like the one from the Superman 78.
Oh, Margot Kidder?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, she like he skinned her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think they even gave her the
Terry Hatcher is the
dress for
hottest
Superman,
one.
too.
But
Yeah, Terry Hatcher.
I like the way this one is written. So
I like this one, the way she's written too. That was my thing. Yeah. Yeah, obviously she's the best looking one.
What about the one of Lois and Clark?
Oh, Terry Hatcher?
Lois and Clark.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's Lois and Clark. That's Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher, yeah.
Okay, God.
Yeah, everyone knows she looks good.
Animated what?
Anime woman's a better. Oh my fucking god, bro!
Everything, Marcus.
This little kid shit, bro.
It is little kid stuff. That's why
you just hate everything, Marcus. Answer me
I think like this is a hot take. Who's the one that plays in DCEU Lois Lane?
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
Yeah, like I don't understand why
she sucks.
She's awful.
Wow.
She's awful.
She looks confused in everything she's in that movie. She doesn't know what she's doing there.
She's terrible. She is not Henry Cavill material. Henry Cavill could have picked someone better.
I know.
This is what I was hoping. Like, I was very excited to see Henry Cavill's Superman. Like, I feel like, what was her what's the actress's name in Smallville?
Amy Adams.
Erica Durant.
Oh, Smallville. He said Smallville.
Oh, Smallville's Erica Durant. Yeah, Erica Durant.
So I feel like Erica Durant could have been Henry Cavill's.
Oh, but she's with Tom Welling.
So it's multiverse.
Tom Welling got fat.
Tom Welling got fat.
No, he did not.
It's a multiverse. It's a multiverse.
Did you see him in Crisis? The dude was buff.
He was.
I did.
He was. He came back for the paycheck.
He was hiding it. He was hiding a Big Mac under his shirt.
Oh,
He looks like he ate
bro, he came back for a big paycheck.
So would you guys? Couldn't you guys see like Erica Durant with Henry Cavill's?
That's a tough question, dude. That's a tough question.
I don't know.
Like just envision it in your head. Just envision it.
Okay, I'll imagine
Henry Cavill and Erica Durant.
No, because she would have destroyed her in 1 second.
It doesn't look right in my head. It doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right.
That sounds so wrong.
You know what I mean, dude? Jesus.
Okay, on that note, guys, we gotta end the stream.
Oh, cool.
All right.
I'll say this about the Book of Boba Fett masterpiece episode.
Yes.
I want to say one more. I want to say something.
it's cool.
Shout out to the God himself, John Favreau.
Yeah, I just read somewhere that for the picture of Anthony, apparently the way Mark Hamill was used like AI to make archive audio of Mark Hamill from when he was in the 80s.
It's footage.
It's supposed to be Luke from
Return of the
It's motion capture.
I thought it was new quotes.
It's deepfake with a different actor in body thing.
Yeah, but it's Mark Hamill's voice and all that. So
yeah,
it's his voice or whatever. So that's good. All right, so guys, we're gonna be here on Tuesday. So I'm doing a Tuesday night stream, but it's only for wrestling. So it's only going to be for the women's division of WWE. So we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to come back. We're going to do Terminator 1 versus Terminator 2. We're going to figure out which one's better. So
did you guys see like the I just saw something on Twitter of Batman popcorn.
I was going to show that. I saw
it. If it's a Batman thing, I'll probably get it.
Before we go, can I just show it? It looks
all right. Show it real quick.
Real quick, show it.
I don't know if that still would be theaters. That look like a different theater. I would love if they have a popcorn.
Right here. I'm gonna be getting that. I'll give them my money if I have it.
If they have it over here where I'm at, I'm buying that.
Okay.
They might not have it in Canada though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth to a different country. Look, popcorn.
I'm gonna be getting that.
I don't know if they have it over here, bro. I gotta check if they have that.
That
sucks. Y'all need it.
That's AMC.
AMC theaters?
You don't have AMC?
Oh wow!
I'm going to
see that.
They say it's like AMC and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so like
that won't be in Canada, so you guys can get it and show it off.
Yeah, I'll be getting it and sharing.
What's
up? Ciao.
All right. Oh, sorry. That somebody got. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, guys. All right, we gotta go.
Peace.
Take it easy.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.